Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. I know that Tim and Tinder definitely appreciate it. I know that Tim and Tinder.
There we go. Good evening, everyone. Good to see you all here. Alpha, I see you there. How are you doing?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here.
See, Robbie's here. Thanks for joining us, Robbie. We appreciate that. Jane, John, Kathy, Elizabeth, Handmade Jewelry. Thanks for being here. Pixie, McDeals, Caroline, Rosie. Rosie can't spell. Leave it to Rosie. She can't spell. Vicky, Cheryl. Good to see everybody here tonight. We appreciate you being here.
And
Hey, Callie.
for y'all that
Anna,
didn't read the description,
Silver Wheels.
And that Tim was a firefighter for 34 years in his community and way before it was ever a fire department. And that's why I played taps. He definitely deserved that respect.
And then some.
And then some.
Mm-hmm.
As much as he's touched everybody's life here and everything out on YouTube, just think about the difference that he made off of YouTube. And I know a lot of us have stories that, but in comfort, ladies and gentlemen, let's take this in comfort. He is not suffering, and he is sitting up there right now watching all over all of us, and he's having an ice cream with Jesus, and one day we'll all have an ice cream with him.
That's right. Well, I'll probably have to have two, but
Yeah, me too. And
I had to switch to popcorn. The calories in the ice cream are getting to be too much for me.
as hard it is for me, I'm sure it's as hard as for a lot of y'all. I've cried, I've laughed, and just done some reflections today. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I've said it a lot. You never know how you're going to affect somebody's life, even somebody that you've never met, by just this little word right here in the chat room.
Yeah, that's very true.
Jane Lord, what she said is so true.
I missed it.
I'm sorry, Jane.
I'll read it. I always felt like he knew me personally, even though we did never meet or really knew each other. And that's true. He took the time to get to know everybody in the chats that he never met. And he didn't care that he'd never met you. He wanted to know you, who you are, how you are, because he liked to connect with people. And he damn sure did a good job of it.
Yep.
And as was said on his Facebook page today, guys, if y'all are friends with him on Facebook, and you've probably seen in the description, I copied that and posted in the description from his Facebook page by his fellow firefighters and stuff. He never met a stranger, even in real life.
No, never.
Nope.
I don't know how many people that I read and all the different posts involving him today that, I mean, they called him Gomer, which I assume is a friendly reference to Gomer Pyle, and that's probably, maybe what he was like in real life. But you know what? If you think back to that TV program, Gomer Pyle was one of the nicest guys that any of them ever met in that show. Got along with everybody. Throughout the show, yeah, I know it's a comedy and it's TV. I get that. But if that was what he was like in real life, I mean, it's really fitting that he had that nickname. And frankly, I think it's wonderful that everybody had that nickname for him and it rang true through all of his friendships through all the years. I think it's wonderful. You're not late, Susan. You're right on time.
That's it.
Exactly.
You're right on time.
Late, huh?
Or we'll say it this way: you're on Susan time. It's
That is
perfect.
true, Laura. You will be missed. Great.
Oh yeah.
Definitely will be missed greatly.
Yeah.
When you joined YouTube, you didn't think it'd be this tight-knit community.
No. Oh no.
You know?
No.
I thought I'm going to run into a bunch of, a lot of us have spent a lot of time online throughout the years, whether it's Facebook or selling online or any of the other platforms and formats that there are. And you ran into your good people, you ran into your bad people. And you always thought, maybe it'll be 50-50 like it's been everywhere else. But
Yep.
people like Tim really make this community go.
Absolutely.
They really do.
Definitely a great guy.
What?
It's like I was said on his Facebook page today. Some of them probably didn't know, but probably do now after all of us have went and posted and stuff. For as much as we affected his life, he affected ours.
Yeah.
And, some of the stories that we've shared together and stuff, and him set up with me late nights, reflecting back on some of the stuff that I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
And we would swap stories, and we talked about, even on live, we talked about some of the experience that we've had as a firefighter and just everyday life sometimes, But, me and Mary was talking about it today. Even when other channels were having problems with each other, Tim was like, well, I don't think it's right, but I'm not getting involved in it. And he stayed neutral. And he still went everywhere and was loyal to everyone. He was a very great guy. And I think a lot of us could take something from that.
Absolutely. Crystal, thank you for your comment there. We appreciate that. Sean, I think, hit it on the head. So I'd like a show of hands out there of how many people, and tell you what, since we're on Nightmares channel, how about a unicorn in the chat for anybody that was affected positively by something that Tim said to them throughout the time he was on here with us?
Yes.
If he said something that made you feel good about yourself, even if it was just hi, where he recognized the fact that he remembered you from another channel or anything like that.
Hey,
Just
Tender, how you doing?
give a unicorn out there for him. Tender, good to see you. Because I can guarantee you, if I had a truckload of unicorns here for every time that Tim and I were just shooting the breeze or having a good time or whatever it was that we did, any positive comments that came from him, I still wouldn't have enough.
That made me smile because he'd tell everybody it's unicorn time.
That's right. And then it was ice cream time right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, look at them unicorns coming out.
That's awesome.
You guys will have to forgive me. I'm not having my normal snack tonight. It's football night, so I have popcorn. There we go. Get that out of my.
Squishy unicorn.
That's okay. Don't worry about it, Granny. We see you put the unicorn word there. That's close enough.
That's right.
That works too.
Yeah, that's
Close
okay.
enough.
Yep. We know you meant it, and that's all that matters. Yeah.
Looks like we've got 91 people in here as far as 90, and it just keeps getting. Thank all of y'all for coming, and it's really heartfelt. I mean,
Avery's. What'd you have for dinner tonight?
yeah.
Right?
Don't forget what you had for dinner tonight.
That's very true. That's amazing.
Don't
I
forget
had-
the ice cream sandwiches.
We had homemade vegetable soup from our little friend that we've made since we've been from the estate sale.
Our adopted grandma.
She's my adopted grandmother. Yep, I adopted her as my grandma. She's just a beautiful lady.
Whether she liked it or not, or
Hey, she called me today to come get stuff, and just she's cleaning out, and I'm a little worried about that.
It scares me.
It scares me. I'll be honest.
No, I get it.
But when you reach a certain age, you know. What I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Pumpkin down. Oh, there he is.
I wasn't.
Oh, Avery's, you hit my very favorite. Avery's had pizza with pepperoni and mushrooms. That is literally my favorite combination of all. Mm-hmm.
And our other brother that's in the chat room right now, wonder if his hair is growing back as pretty as mine.
Hey, it's like this, man.
I love what Rosie just said. When I get to 500 subs, I will get an ice cream sandwich riding a unicorn tattoo. Almost.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
That would be so awesome, Rosie.
It'd be original, that's for sure.
Yes.
And the unicorn has to have a little heart tattooed on his butt that says Tim.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's cool. I kind of want that now. Can I get it too?
Yeah.
I'll come down to Tennessee and get it.
Pork steaks.
No, I'll come down and get it.
Shoot, yeah.
I need a other tattoo. I haven't had one in a long time.
Tinder, I know you're sitting out here listening and everything. We just want you to know that you're loved as much as Tim.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need anything from any of us, we're family. Please don't hesitate.
Reach out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Denise said, love the tattoo idea.
We only got, this is the only thing in between us right now. So.
I just today has not been a very good day for me, guys, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you why. Also, not only did I wake up to that news this morning, my stepmother, who was married to my father 4 years ago today, passed away. To the day. And she was as much my mother as my real mother. You know what I'm saying? She really helped me in a time. And so everything's just been with me today has just been kind of stop and just reflection on everything. And you think about, or I try to think about the good and the memories. And you know, that's what it's all about. Kind of like what Robbie says every day, get swamped there, man. Every time he ends his videos and stuff, guys, be kind to one another. Do something kind for somebody you don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. If you did one nice thing, one more nice thing today, even if it's holding a door for somebody, pushing in a chair for somebody, picking something up that somebody drops, something that literally takes 2 seconds of your day. One more today. If everybody did one more today, that's one less negative thing that we have in this world. And the more positives we can make, the less negatives we have. Maybe someday, just maybe someday, we can have all the love and no hate. I really hope I live to see that day. I really do.
Misbehaving. All men were created equal, then a few became firemen.
Exactly.
Well, that's kind of true. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I would agree.
It is very draining. You see, if you do it any period of time, a lot of stuff that would make normal people just cringe.
More like fold.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you think about it.
Is a firefighter. That's another reason why it hits me too.
Think about that for a minute. If you think about what a fireman goes through, they're there to get your cat out of the tree. Okay, fine. They're there for car accidents. They're there for people falling at home, people getting sick, people getting hurt. They're always the first responders to get there.
Yes.
They get to see people born. They get to see people die. They get to fight fires. They get to save lives. They get to save property. But they see the best and literally the worst in everybody. And the only thing I can compare that to is somebody in the armed services. That's the only other place I can see where people see those. Yeah, exactly. Like this one right here.
Yep.
The only ones that really truly see the broadest spectrum of humanity. And it's tough. It takes a certain kind of person. You've got to be a healthcare worker. You have to be a traffic person. You have to be a nurse to band-aid people. You have to be a doctor to primarily diagnose people sometimes. You have to fight fires. You have to be able to get people out of cars, be a mechanic. And you got to be a little bit nuts and have that kind of courage.
I was just saying, sometimes you get to play psychiatrist.
That's true, too. That's very true. Knocking people off ledges, that kind of thing. Yes.
Thank you for being here, Jen.
Yeah, we appreciate you all. I see a lot of new faces or new names in the chat. And some of you I've seen other places, some of you I haven't, but rest assured, we appreciate you as part of this community for you coming here to help us celebrate Tim. It means the world to us to have everybody come in.
Yep.
They are our own.
We welcome you all with open arms.
That's right.
That's right. Nobody's a stranger or an enemy here tonight at all. Or any other night for that matter. The channel's always open.
It just goes to show that Cheers was on too many times where everybody here knows your name.
Yeah.
You're only a stranger once.
Well, I didn't get a chance to share with a lot of people, and normally I don't. But I think is because of as much as it affected me and Tim helped me through with it and everything. One of the last calls that I went on was a fully engulfed house fire, and I literally had to stand and watch 3 children die. My squad tackled me and 2 others to keep us from going inside. There was no saving them, but that is one of the hardest things I have ever had to witness. And just knowing that you cannot save somebody's life.
No. And let's face it, you risk your life day after day after day as a fireman. I'm sure you risked your life 100 times when you were out there. But when you get into that moment,
you don't think
no, your common sense shuts off.
Yeah.
And you think the only thing you're thinking is, I got to get in there and do this. I got to do the right thing.
That's it.
Even though it's kind of the wrong thing if you think about it in some ways. As much right as you would have been doing, risking your life and probably being victim number 4 would not have done anybody any favors. And that's a hard pill to swallow. I can promise you, I can see what goes on. And I understand, believe me. The stories my uncle told over the years and things like that. I always wanted to be a fireman when I was a kid, be like my uncle and everything. And then he told the stories, and I'm like, holy moly. Nope. Mm-mm.
And the thing about it is, people don't realize that firefighters don't do it for the glory.
No.
We do it because, to be honest with you guys, I'll be honest with you. The reason firefighters do what they do is because we're idiots. We're nuts.
That's what I said. You're crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We live for that moment, that adrenaline, that rush, and knowing that we save somebody and help them in some way. And then if you try to recognize us as a hero, we get pissed off. And that's just being honest.
That's true.
Let's see some bags. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Who's that behind me?
That's Nikki, guys, in case
Oh, she's behind you, not behind me.
Right.
Okay. I thought them voices came back again. I was a little nervous.
I know it.
Bite
I
me.
apologize.
Every once in a while, I have to worry about those voices.
Well, Well,
Who's that,
gang,
No.
It's Troy and and Tim. Hey,
Tender says hi, Nikki.
Hi, Tender.
We
A lot of folks don't talk about those stories. Like
Right.
and they should.
You just said hi.
They should.
Hi, Katrina.
A lot of folks in the military don't talk about the stories.
Especially the military guys. That's
And
why.
that's where they get a lot of that PTSD from.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And that's the bad part. Like you look all the way back to like Vietnam, when those guys came home and instead of getting the ticker tape parades that the World War II vets got, they got spit on and shut out of place.
Yep.
And again, the acts of kindness that, well, you saw me firsthand when we were down in Madison, Tim. There was 2 soldiers that came up to the restaurant that we were about to go in. And I don't know these guys from Adam. I don't know if they ever saw any active duty or anything like that, if they were just in the reserves. But I went over and shook their hands because I appreciate what they do.
Yep.
And if we would embrace those guys, because let's face it, gang, there's a lot of things that a lot of people do that they don't like to do for their job, no matter what that job might be. Some things we question, but the boss says do it, you do it. When you're in the military, you are there defending our country for everything and doing everything that you have to do. Sometimes it isn't what you want to do, but you do it because it's your job. And those people need just as much of our love, support, and positive reinforcement as anybody else does in any other job. They really do.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter and Mary and Janice that's in here, they will all tell you, no matter where I'm at, anytime I see a veteran or active military, and I'm very humble when I say it, thank you for your service, and I mean that very much.
Absolutely.
Same with you, Tim. I think I've told you that the very first time I met you. Thank you for your service, my friend. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here.
No, you're right. We wouldn't be.
The most
You're absolutely-
unappreciated people in the world: firefighters, military guys, teachers, and law enforcement.
I gotta stop for just a minute. I gotta ask a question. I apologize for interrupting.
No.
Diana Batista, I see you say your son, EMT captain, is firehouse currently. Where the heck did that go? I have to read this. Currently deployed at Fort McCoy by the DOD to help treat Afghan people. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I mean. But that hits a little closer to home for me, figuratively, Diana, and literally, because Fort McCoy is 30 miles from my house. So I find that really, really amazing that we can run into people on here that we've never met before. And her son is serving at the military base just in the next county. Amazing for me. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
No, you're
That's
right.
all right.
No, that's fine. And you're right, Tracy. Tim was proud to go on with Mickey on his channel.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He enjoyed it, and we enjoyed him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a grand old time, wasn't he?
Yeah. Definitely had a great time.
I he could tell he was just loving life for everything that it could be for him. He really did.
Right.
See, that's why they were. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's why you guys got along so good.
No wonder you put up with him.
Also, great. Tinder.
I'm proud of you, girlfriend.
Absolutely.
Tinder. Also, if you would please let us know what time the funeral is going to be.
Yeah.
Me and Mary do really want to be there. Matter of fact, we've been talking about it, and I've been making arrangements to clear my schedule. And we would love to be there. I have some things that I would like to put on Tim's grave, and I think that and maybe even others would probably like to show up. We would appreciate it if that's okay with the family and everybody. We would love to be there and pay our final respects. If
Chances
you're
are
okay with that.
1, but I'm going to try.
Because 1 o'clock Monday. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. We will do our best unless something drastic changes between now and then. We will be there.
Yep.
That might be too tall of an order for me. I don't know if I can do that or not.
Good night, Robbie.
Good night, Robbie.
Thanks for joining us, Robbie. We appreciate
Thanks, Robbie.
Thank you so much for joining us.
That's right. Thank you for your service, Tender.
Yes.
Absolutely. Man, it's a long ways for me to go alone. Volunteering us for what? What did I miss? What'd you volunteer us for, Tamara?
Huh?
First of all, don't ever be sorry for volunteering us for anything, Tamara. We don't mind. And if we do mind, we'll tell you. But I don't know what you volunteered us for. I'd like to know what you volunteered me for this time.
Don't know.
Makes me a little nervous. Sorry for volunteering you. Volunteering me for what? I just want to know.
Yeah. Also, my 18-year-old son just left 2 days ago for basic training. He's going into the Air Force.
Well, Jane, he lived in Potosi, Missouri, so I would assume it's somewhere close to that.
Doing good, Miss Edwards. Thank you.
Yes.
Good evening.
Hope you're doing good too, hon. We love you.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let any of the men know anything you need. I didn't read it very fast. Apparently, I'm slow.
Volunteered us to, if she needs anything to.
Oh, yeah.
We let people know.
You're volunteering us for something we already volunteered for, so
Yeah.
you're good.
Exactly.
You're okay with that. I'm already going to that show. You don't have to convince me. It's all right.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, I know some of you have already sent cards and donated and stuff like that, and the family has deeply appreciated what y'all have done. I am thinking maybe Saturday and I know it might interfere with Conky, and if it does, I apologize. Probably about 6 o'clock or so, and everything. Maybe doing an auction because there is going to be other expenses that needs to be helped with. And guys, I'm going to just ask that if you want to help, please just let me know. A lot of y'all have our email, you have our phone number, you have Facebook. If you can't get in touch with me, get in touch with Troy or one of us and just let us know. We're going to try to do something for him. I don't know if it'll be a traditional auction or not, but I would like to do something for him and his family and just kind of help ease so they don't have that burden to worry about in the coming weeks. Because as we all know, funerals, hospital bills, other expenses are not cheap. And yes, Conky's is at 8, so maybe we'll do something early enough to where it don't interfere.
Rosie said she's on at 6.
Yeah, Rosie said she's on at 6.
Right.
Are you doing, Rosie? Are you doing an auction, or are you doing your other stuff? More of the fun-loving stuff.
I appreciate that, Horizon. Thank you very much.
Horizons.
All proceeds will go to them and to help. Like I said, over the next few, it's gonna.
I'd have to grow hair for that to happen.
Right? Who else wants a haircut and a shave?
We have one here on the screen that could use a haircut and shave.
Thank you, Green. I appreciate that. I'm sure Conky and them will understand. I really don't want to, you know what I mean? But under the circumstances and everything, you
We
know,
talked about it a little bit on AA tonight.
Good.
Help me out here, Troy. You're the better speaker sometimes. I can't always put words together.
See, spot, run. Run, spot, run. How's that?
You did
Wrong
well.
words?
That
Wrong
was
words?
good. I loved it.
I'm sorry, I had to. I apologize. My brain is just kind of mush today. It's been a long week. Let me just say that. Where were you going? Please give me something to go with.
I
yes,
saw that green to
PayPal
red. Thank you.
PayPal will be an option, or you can do it through Cash App.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So if you end up having that auction or whatever that we're going to do, or whether it's you or 10 people or 20 people or whatever, we're going to try to organize something. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to dedicate to it, Jim, but I'm going to do my best. In the meantime, though, even if you want to just make a donation to it, again, maybe KT Treasures can get his P.O. box up there because they've been taking in cards and things like that. One of the suggestions that we came up with before is Walmart gift cards, even a McDonald's gift card, anything that can financially help, even if it's just letting them letting Tender have a meal or anything like that, just to take some of the burden off of her shoulders. Exactly. We can get you set up with that, where those can be sent to a central location and then forwarded to Tender. You know, if it's PayPal donations, if it's Cash App donations, if it's auction buys, if it's even just, sympathy cards, anything like that at all, we will try to get all that information to you on Saturday, and then we can hand that out and forward that towards Tender and things. So is that kind of where you were going? I forgot.
Yes.
The C-Spot run thing. I don't know.
Yeah. The C-Spot run was funny.
It really screwed me up. I totally lost my train of thought. I had no idea.
It definitely helped out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds like something that he would do.
Yeah.
I just sent you a message, James.
Okay. I'm gonna get that real quick.
Yeah.
If I'm smart enough to figure this out real quick, which I think I am.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't work out real well.
I still like Green to Red. That's a great YouTube name. I love that.
Very nice, Rosie. $1,600 is a
Beautiful.
start.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to get rounded up.
Yep.
See, all reaches of this community. Everybody comes from everywhere to come together to make this better. And obviously we can't take the pain away. We can't make things any easier as far as the pain and the loss and everything for Tim's family and every Tender and for everybody involved. However, if we could take some of that burden away in other ways, you know what I mean? If we can take it away from a financial burden or having to worry about keeping the lights. And I don't know their situation. I'm not saying anything is bad in their situation, just giving examples of what I've seen in other people's lives when it comes to a time like this. So please don't read any more into it other than that. Sometimes people need house repairs done and they can't afford it if they're going to keep the lights on or get the plumbing fixed, or they're going to buy groceries, or they're going to pay the water bill, or whatever. Anything at all that somebody could possibly need. The financial situation with the funeral, obviously, you know what that kind of thing costs. Hospital bills, I don't know what his situation with his insurance and all those things. Maybe they're all paid for, maybe they're not. But I can promise you there's going to be financial need. There's going to be a supportive emotional needs. Everything we can do as a community to help, even if it's $1. If you've got $1 to give to it, please think about it. That's all we ask.
Yep.
Let me rework that banner real quick.
So the banner that you're seeing right there, that is for KT Treasures. That is their PO box that they use. So we don't have to have anybody's addresses involved. We don't have to give out Tender's address. We have Tender's address in the small group of us. Everything will be left unopened, put into one container or multiple if they continue to come, and they will all get sent to her in unopened condition. So we won't even know what's in them, and that's all right. But that's good to hear, Doug. That's good to hear. So we do know that. That helps a lot.
Oh yeah, it does, big time.
Yeah, Nikki's gonna keep grinding on me, ain't he?
Yeah.
You guys are mean. My wife said something to me that night when I got home, and she says, "I don't care so much about you shaving your head, but you look like a 12-year-old without facial hair." I said, "That's great. Do I get to go back to the 80s then?" No. Dang it. That's a good question. Let's do this too right now, bud. Does Tender have Cash App, PayPal, or anything else like that?
I don't know. I don't remember whether she told me no, she didn't, or maybe
I thought she said
does.
no, but don't quote me on that either. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's choice number 2. Can you talk to her tomorrow and see if they can set up something at her bank?
Yeah.
And see if they will do a direct thing where they have a Tim Higginbotham Memorial Fund set up at the bank where they can take in credit card payments and direct deposits and all that kind of thing right to that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That might be something great to do. Otherwise, gang, if you want to send PayPal or Cash App things, why don't you give us until Saturday so we can have this all uniform where it goes to one place?
Yes.
Okay? Just give us a few days to get that all ironed out. And come Saturday or whenever, the next time you see our smiling faces again, or at least some of us.
Yeah, see if she has anything. Apple Pay, any of that.
Yep. We will try to have that all set up so it's real simple, real easy to do. Yeah, the funeral home may be a good place to go as well, James. So if you can talk to her and just kind of centralize that. Yeah, exactly, Rosie. The flux capacitor is fluxing. Oh man, I don't know if I could go back to 1982 again. Oof.
Yeah, I don't mind accepting it and or whatever. We'll set something up. Yep. Maybe I don't know how, but we'll come up with something where it's maybe
streamline.
Maybe we can go get I don't know how much you can load on a prepaid card, and maybe have everybody just send it to that card. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of that. I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I don't either.
She's right. We can do it next week. It don't have to be. That'll give us a little time. I agree. It don't have to be done right this minute.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
But in the meantime, if y'all want to donate, you can mail it to that address, or you can go ahead and send it to my Cash App. I have cleared it out. I have nothing personal in there now. It's whatever will go in there will go to, except for tomorrow night. But I already know what's there. And when we go up Monday, I'll deliver it to Tender.
So why don't you maybe if they want to start the ball rolling tomorrow night with Cash App and things, you could have your Cash App set up on there and just say, hey, donations, put a note in there. This is for donations, whatever.
Yep. Just put in there a donation for Tender.
Yep. And you could...
and Mary will help me keep track of it. We'll write it down and we can show if everybody's okay with that, Tender, who donated. And if you don't want to, that's fine. It's just...
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, GoFundMe takes like 50% or something like
that.
Yeah,
they're horrible from what I've been looking to them.
Yeah. GoFundMes are very expensive.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think let's just say this. I think everybody in this community is a pretty good knit bunch. And I think that, well, here's the reality, okay? Let me say it this way. If I were to take a bunch of donations from everybody, okay, all you great folks that are out there that help out with everything that we do, givings, and like look at Lemur Palooza, for example, okay? If I were to take in all these donations and not give them over, I wouldn't have a channel left.
Right.
I've been working way too damn hard to build up what I do have. I care too much about this community to even consider something like that. And I'm pretty sure that I have great faith in these guys to be doing exactly the same thing.
Not mentioning any names, I know for the auction that we done and the that y'all done and others made up fees and everything else just to cover the extra.
Yep,
made up the fees. That just
we got slaughtered on fees on some of the stuff we've done.
And I know not mentioning any names. I know that the fees were made up and.
Yep. But we took a pounding on fees.
Yes.
And, and that happens, because as much as you hate to say it, and now there's other shenanigans that went on in some of the stuff that we've dealt with that make me say otherwise. But if you just look at the fees, okay, a lot of these places are businesses and they need to make their money, so they have to charge fees. And I get that. I understand that. But the other stuff is another story. Oh, man.
Right. It's crazy.
No, you did fine, Rosie. You did fine. It's fine. Everything is good. And believe me, that compared to some of the other things that we get happen, it's all good. Trust me. Oh, you got dark chocolate? Oh my God! Here I am chewing on 2-day-old popcorn.
York peppers and patty.
And Mary's eating a York pepper.
No.
Uh-huh.
I'm eating 2-day-old popcorn from the movie theater. I literally am. We went and saw Venom the other day with my daughter. They give you a free refill in a large one. I get the refill and go out the door.
Wow.
I get snacks later. Yeah. Tamara, if you let's just say Tamara wants to donate money, just say here's money. Okay. Mm-hmm. The Cash App thing takes no fees or nothing.
That's right.
That's the easiest, literally the easiest way to do it. And obviously, if you want to buy things to do your supporting, great. Then we'll have auctions or whatever it is that we end up doing.
We got a little time before ice cream sandwiches yet.
Don't worry, Roy. We're going to do the ice cream sandwich thing.
We're coming up soon to an ice cream bar near you.
Yep.
So, Tim, I got to ask you a question that I'm going to be blatantly not obvious about. Did that box you sent that box out to me, right?
Yeah.
You know which box I mean, right?
Yeah.
When that gets here, do we have anything else to do with that other than what's going to happen here?
I don't know.
I think that's where it's going to stop, right?
I believe so. We only wanted 4 on there.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking too. So, would you have an issue with taking a portion of that and putting it towards this?
No, this is a good thing that we could do.
Okay.
And I don't think the 4th person would have a problem with that either.
Well, double check to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe I'll call later or tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
And talk about it. But even if it's just like 25% or something.
Right.
Danielle said we should have a Tim Palooza.
I kind of was thinking that. Patrick Murphy's here.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Hello, Patrick.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Patrick.
Yeah, I think we could do that. That might take a little bit of doing, but I think we can do that.
I think that'd be cool.
I think we could do that.
I'll let some of you other early birds start off, and y'all can end with me.
Maybe we could do like 4 2-hour shifts or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or we could do a round robin, like we talked about just before the show tonight about the other thing. We could do a one and on, one and on, one and on. Put the viewing hours on where they would do the most good. You know what I mean?
Right.
The viewing hours would be most beneficial to have right here. And I think that would be good to run 10 in a circle all day long. Just a thought.
And not only that.
Are you kidding me? No, I'm not doing an 8-hour shift. You're nuts.
He's glutton for punishment, man. He ain't on here to listen to us. You know?
Yeah. That's you're crazy. I like it, but you're crazy. I don't know if I could do that.
3 8-hour shifts. Wow.
Oh man.
8 hours a long time just to,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Good night, Jane. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Yeah, good night, Jane.
Good night, Jane.
Night, Jane.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Yeah, old Iron Butt's in, of course, too. Look at him. Oh my God. Yeah, I couldn't do it. There's no way. No, I know if we tried to test Eric's will, he would do 30 hours just to spite us.
I'm sure he would.
I can promise you he would. That's great, though. I love it. You know, the enthusiasm is fantastic, and I think we're going to do something like that. You know, so even if it's not something where you feel comfortable donating to somebody's Cash App or PayPal or sending a card in the mail or anything like that, that's fine. Totally understandable. I think all of our channels have a proven track record for our donations that we did with Lemur Palooza as an example. And James, you've got a weekly auction. KT's got a weekly auction. Mickey now has a weekly auction. I'm kind of a lone wolf that doesn't do the weekly auction, but that's all right. If you feel more secure with that and you want to get something for your money, that's great. We'll have auctions with donated items, and everything will go just like it did for all the other auctions. It'll be wonderful. Avery's is bidding me up. I like that, Alpha. We appreciate your trust in us. Thank you, Lisa. That's very kind of you to say. Are you out of you? Oh, my God.
Well, I haven't screwed anybody yet. I ain't going to start now. It may take you a little while to get the stuff, but I ain't going to screw you out of it. You'll get it.
There's a difference between inadvertent delays and a flat-out screw job.
Exactly.
There's a huge difference.
And I'm going to be honest with you guys. This week has just not been the week.
Eric, I accept your challenge of a 48-hour auction under two
Not
conditions.
only that, guys.
Hold on. He's talking.
Sorry, hon.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I got 2 conditions for your 48-hour auction, Eric. Number 1 is you have to mod the entire thing, which I know you're capable of. 2, no smoke breaks.
I like it.
If you can't do that, then we'll have to go in smaller shifts. Oh, no, there's no tagging. No. No tagging.
Right now, guys, I'm having problems with my hands.
I see that.
Yeah.
All right, did you hit him or did he?
Carpal tunnel, I'm messed up.
I was going to ask you if you hit him or did he bite you?
I might have hit him in my sleep. I don't know.
Maybe that
then he probably bit you in return.
Yeah, he might have.
He might have.
Eric's going to move his chair outside with all his monitors and his computer set up and his TV and everything. And he's just going to stay on the porch for the 48 hours.
I figured he'd find a loophole somehow.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Tender. I love you, girl.
Oh my goodness, man, we have a good time. Right? Yeah. Well, he's got a built-in toilet in that thing.
I bet he does.
He does. That chair practically does everything for him.
You know, guys, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for everybody, sort of. Everybody's sitting in here tonight, cutting up and having a good time with us, guys. We love you all. Thank you so much. I've said it. All of you other guys have said it. Y'all are not just numbers to us. You are family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Yeah. I apologize that
Thank you, Elizabeth.
my wife's out there watching the game and she's just beside herself right now. It's a close game and I'm having fun listening to her. It's kind of
Not
fun.
Elizabeth.
We got to remember she grew up in Minnesota, so to have her as a Packer fan is very unusual.
Yeah.
Very unusual.
Oh, what a rival, Minnesota and Green Bay.
Yeah, you should see our house at Christmas time. Her family's all Viking fans.
Listen, my dad is a diehard Tennessee Vols fan, and of course, there's no joke that I'm an Alabama fan. So
That's true.
the other day, you know, when they were playing and Alabama beat him, he was telling me, he says, "Did you watch the Tennessee game in Alabama?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Roll Tide," and he hung up on me.
Yep. I got my Alabama socks on.
He did. No. I don't know where I'm getting an echo from.
I don't know because there's nothing on.
Oh, it's maybe through yours.
No, because my volume's not up.
Oh, I don't know.
I was going to say, it's not me.
Yeah.
Oh, next month is your birthday, huh, Tender? Oh, man.
What day?
Yeah, what day?
I mean, like the funeral is over and people go back. I must have missed part of that, Tracy. Let me scroll back up.
25th. All right. Cool.
Seems empty in this full
Yeah,
house.
tomorrow is my oldest daughter's, Janice's.
Yeah, you'll have to inform me because I'm confused too.
So happy birthday, niece.
That paper.
On Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. I got to go out and get that.
Get him. Not enough getting. Oh, for God's sakes.
Mary's going to go out and get something that was given to us today. The lady that we've met at the estate sale and everything, she hand wrote this for when her husband passed away, and she gave us a copy of it today and asked us if we would read it. I don't know what's in it. I've never read it before. It's still sealed in the envelope, and Mary's gone out to get it, and so we're gonna, if everybody will indulge us, we're gonna read it. I don't know.
Can I look at the pictures?
Can you look at the pictures?
Yeah.
I got to put some shoes on. It's raining out.
Is it raining?
Yes.
Raining here too. It's raining all day here.
It's supposed to rain here tomorrow. I'm glad I'm going south. I'm supposed to be sleeping right now so I can drive in the morning, but
Yeah, well.
November 21st.
When do we
it won't
really
be long. Don't worry.
My grandmother was born November 25th. Once in a while, she'd have a birthday on Thanksgiving.
Now I look real cute.
Yes, you do.
I got my onesie night pajamas on and my boots.
Yep. All you need now is one of those buns, like, and a candle, like they do on when they used to.
Yeah, baby. I hear you.
I'll remember that.
Troy can't read, Susan said.
That's right. That's why I look at the pictures. She's really stressing out there.
Thank you, Tricky. We appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thank you, Tricky.
Take care. Have a good night.
Hey, guys, please hit that like button because this is for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in remembrance of our friend. I don't even care if you subscribe to us or not. Just make sure you give a thumbs up.
Cheryl's birthday today. Happy birthday,
Happy
Cheryl.
Birthday, Cheryl.
I will do you a favor of not singing to you because you don't want to hear that.
Oh, no. Now, if Christy was up, she'd be singing.
I'd be a different story. I'd be all right with that.
I would sing, but Mickey don't like me to sing, so Tim likes my singing. Tim used to want me to sing all the time. I don't know if it was just to aggravate Mickey or what, but he wanted me to sing all the time.
That's gotta be it.
No, you're good with that. No, man.
So I will not be singing Happy Birthday either.
But we will wish you a happy birthday.
But I will wish you happy birthday.
We left the choir out for the night, so that's,
Sing, James, sing. That's what Tim used to tell me all the time.
Sing, brother, sing.
Sing.
That's true.
Tim would want you to sing, James. Yeah.
Yep, always.
You've got a great voice. Please sing in sign language.
Sing it, James.
Wait, what just happened? What just happened? I don't believe that just happened.
What happened?
Oh my God.
Do what? Am I seeing right?
Oh, if you guys ain't got your TV on Fox right now, you should really turn it on and watch what happened.
What happened?
I don't know how to describe it.
Is it a long one?
I gotta see this. Okay, there. No, man. All right, I'll try to explain as best I can. I'm not very good at this game, so a Packers-Vikings game, right, or Packers-Cardinals game. There's like 15 seconds left in the game. The Cardinals are down by 3, and they're driving. They're down at like the 10-yard line, and they go to throw the ball into the end zone for the touchdown, right? And the receiver completely misses where the ball is, and the defender catches the ball with one hand and intercepts it in the end zone.
Oh, no.
With like 15 seconds left in the game.
Wow.
Like if they make that touchdown, the game's over and they win. And the Packer guy just intercepted it.
All right, Dimples, you'll be in our prayers. Good night.
Good night, Dimples. Man, that's the first time in quite a while that they've actually beaten the Cardinals. They were the only undefeated team left in the NFL this year. What's that? What is that?
What is what?
Oh, I got a message. I'm trying to.
Okay, guys, I'm going to try.
Holy moly. Yeah, it was close to that, Mickey. Wow.
Guys, I'm gonna try to read this.
Okay.
Like I said, Miss Mosley wrote this when her husband passed away. It's called His Time. It says, this day, March 7th, 2017, will always be a day of vivid memories. That rainy Tuesday morning was the day Gary made his grand entrance into heaven. Think of that. To be able to actually walk into heaven and meet Jesus face to face. What an awesome thought. Yet, that's what he did. Jesus had his mansion ready, and he called him home. Called him to come home. My heavy sadness was only selfish. He hurt no more. He was perfectly healed, safe in the arms of Jesus. I must come to understanding all those tears were fear of letting go of someone who had been a part of me for 60 plus years. The thought of being a widow scared me. There is a new feeling of emptiness I hadn't felt before. His chair is empty. The El Caminos gather dust. The motor remains silent. They need someone to care for them as Gary did, to shine on them and take pride in driving them every day. I must let them go. The shop is cold and not empty of stuff, but of purring motors and familiar sounds of buzzing sanders. Although the last few years he lived, those sounds were few and far than in the years past. I now only have to walk inside to hear those sounds ringing in my ears. His cap hangs on the wall as if to say, "Somebody wear me." His shirts hang fade and on the front where he rubbed his broken, hurting chest time and time, day after day. Not even I can realize how much pain he lived in within those 20 long years. Everywhere I look, there are remains, and they will always be there. I can't dwell on all of these flashbacks. I have to go on. Change what I can to and be strong. Stronger than I've ever been. I have so much to be thankful for. When I look at an empty chair, I can say, "Thank you, Lord." He didn't have a wreck, or he isn't disabled in a nursing home where separation must be more than a spouse needs to deal with every day. These situations had become a real possibility at this point in his life. I'm thankful for the prayers and hundreds who prayed for him. He is in a perfect peace, and that comforts me. Are there times when I wanted to give up? Yes, but I didn't. I considered it a choice. Commitment was as strong as on his part as mine. Sickness strains every nerve you have and then some. Only the Lord can renew your strength, and it isn't something you can stockpile. It comes daily when you rely on him. I ask myself, would he have given up on me? No, 1,000 times no. I believe he would have been there for me every mile of the journey I was for him. Marriage is to commit in sickness and in health. Then how do we stay focused among all the hard times? Dwell on the good times and let the rest go. Purely let it go. All the time depending on divine strength. The devotion on March 7 was just what I needed. Thesis 413, which says, He will not leave us. He will not leave us without hope. Then a quote from Jesus calling the book said, "Let me help you through this day. The challenge you face are far too great for you to handle alone." How true and how real this was to me that day. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt the Lord would help me get through it all. And he has my favorite verse. I will bless the Lord all the times. His praise shall continuously be in my mouth. Psalms 3:41. We taught our children not to give up. So when trials come in on me, then how could I? I couldn't. I know God is faithful and will always be there to lift me up. The first year alone has completely changed my life. Everything changes. I mean, every day I have to rearrange. You accept and adjust as you quickly learn what is important and what is not. Many things that I thought were high priority have no meaning to me now. Common things varies from before. Things I thought were high priority are not. Your daily life will also change: what you cook or eat, what you watch on TV, what you buy at a grocery store, where you go, and how many times a week you wash your clothes, and on and on. Since I am not too good at change, this has been a big challenge. I go to the Lord every day as a helper to organize my day, and He is faithful. If I can understand something, I can normally accept. The Lord has helped me in this area too. My understanding has come even in an empty chair. I believe it was Gary's time. I want to encourage anyone who reads this and has gone through similar circumstances. Never can you make it alone. My number one strength is from the Lord. Second is a strong family, friends, and church family who are there when you need someone. They will always be there. Yes, you can make it too.
She gave this to us today, and I said this needed to be read tonight.
Yeah, for sure. You know, that it really does go to show you how, let me say it this way, okay? And I speak solely for myself on this, though. I find so many friendships that I've had throughout the years to be superficial. And what I mean by that is people that needed something from you, so they hung around with you to get what they needed. But your circle becomes small in real life, and I honestly sit and look at my best friend, my wife, and realize that I really don't need to go outside of my small circle. But then on the other hand, I sit and I think about all the friends that we have on YouTube and how close we've gotten to so many people that we've never ever actually met in person. And then it reminds me that humanity still has a lot of good in it. And I see so many people doing so many wonderful things for so many others that never laid eyes on, never shook their hand, never gave them a hug. And then it also, that's what restores my faith, saying, you know what? There's a lot of hope left there, and there's a lot of good things left in this world. And I really look forward to each and every one of them. Sorry, I'm starting to babble. I apologize.
No. And if anybody would like a copy of that, please let me know.
We'll make a copy
and send it to you. Hi, Victoria. Thank you,
love.
love.
You, Victoria, for stopping by.
We appreciate you. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, Teresa's right. You know, there are fake people out there. But don't lose the faith in people. Keep your circle small. But you've also got to remember that be open-minded to, how do you say this? Alternative types of friendships. They're not the people you have to go out to dinner with once a week to make sure you maintain your friendships. They're not the people you have to buy gifts for to maintain your friendships. Sometimes just kind words like we have here with so many great people is all you need to build a friendship off of.
That's the best kind of friendship.
And it really makes a difference.
Well, case in point, how many people have you been around in your life before the internet, before YouTube, before all these things happened? There was always a certain level of expectation out of that friendship. Okay. I don't expect anything out of any of my friends on YouTube other than for them to just be nice.
Good night, Silver Wheels.
Good night, Silver Wheels. I appreciate you.
That
is literally the only expectation I have, is for people to be kind to each other. I don't need the drama. I don't need the BS. I don't need the infighting. I don't need the he said, she said. None of that stuff really makes any difference to me at all. If something going on that causes you to need something like that, reach out for help. And if we can help, we will. And if we can't help, I don't know what else to tell you. But nevertheless, just leave all that stuff, leave all that negativity over there. You don't need that. Go put it in the closet and leave it there for a while. Let it just be by itself and bring your positivity and your good feelings like you all do every day you come out on everybody's channels. Every time I see you guys, it's Avery's, it's Green to Red, it's Tamara, it's Teresa, it's Tender, it was Tim. You guys, when I'm on and you guys are in the chat, it's always positivity, uplifting.
Yep.
Hey, good attitudes for you. You know, maybe I'm having a crappy day. Last week I suffered a lot. Earlier this week I was really having a hard time with things. And yet every time I turned on my
No
computer,
drama llama. Exactly, Mike.
I got on my phone and watched the thing. There you guys were. And I felt a little bit better. Love it. Thank you.
It's true. And guys, listen, if you want a good way to start your day in the morning, Adventures with Victoria in the morning, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Central Time. I try to catch her every morning, and I'm gonna tell you what, she has such a uplifting and smiling face. She is a wonderful, loving person. Probably another one of those really just that people that, you know, just from what I've seen and everything, just very selfless.
Good.
And matter of fact, Christy is the reason why I started watching her, because Christy was watching her early in the mornings, and she mentioned her show, and I went and watched, and I'm hooked.
Oh yeah. She watches Larry and then Victoria and then
Yep.
You know,
6:30 in the morning. I'm usually watching my eyelids, but you know,
right. But
well, I do too. But you know, she's a pumpkin at night and an early bird in the morning.
Well, there's always the replay, so there's that. Now, let's see, where did it go? Teresa says
she'll be getting me up in the morning. I guarantee she'll be getting me up early.
No, thank you, Victoria, because you know what? There's mornings when I wake up and you know, we don't share a lot of things, and that where I'm hurting or I don't feel good or and you've helped me start my day and be positive. So no, thank you, Victoria. I mean that sincerely.
And even though I've never gotten the opportunity to watch your lives yet, if you're affecting people like James and you got people like Christy coming on and saying, you guys got to go check out Adventures with Victoria because she's all these wonderful things, that means the world to me. You're helping people that I care about. Now I care about you. I will be there one day to watch your show, I promise. I'm just not sure.
I got to watch it one time. I loved it.
If nothing else, go back and watch the replay. And that I'm telling you, you're not going to go wrong, bro. She's very funny. Now be prepared for minions sometimes. The minions with the thong cracks me up.
You mean, you know, that'll happen. I mean, we've all got those thongs in our life that just that'll happen.
Yes, somebody please drop her link.
Yes.
Please.
Mr. Iron Butt, if you'd be so kind, we'd appreciate that a whole bunch.
Hi, Brad.
Brad is here. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah. No, that's really, really great to hear. Green to Red, thank you for all your extra efforts tonight. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, Green to Red.
We will see you soon.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Green to Red. Thank you very much.
And one more time, there's the address dropped again. Awesome job. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So what do we got? Just under a half an hour till ice cream time?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did someone say ice
Won't
cream?
be long.
Does it count if I cheated and had regular ice cream earlier? I mean, it was Moose Tracks with the peanut butter and the fudge.
Oh, I love Moose Tracks.
I mean, I just couldn't turn it down, you know?
Well, we went to a sale, and coming back from the sale, this
Excuse me a minute, place. Sorry.
No worries.
This ice cream place said 50% sale. So I had to stop and get some ice cream. I said, we're stopping for Tim.
Will you go snuggle with your husband, Rosie, and you give your kids a hug?
Yep.
And tell them you love them, sweetheart.
Definitely. And we love you.
And yes.
Tracy,
and I got something for you.
Yes, we do.
And you're going to love it when it gets there.
Yep. And we ain't going to tell you what it is.
Nope, but you're going to like it.
Yep.
Good night, Rosie.
Good night, Rosie. I just got to tell you all that Tracy just butt dialed me. I'm going to see how long it takes her to figure it out. I'm going to leave the phone on and see if she. I mean, I know she's watching because I can hear us in the background. She has no idea. She has no idea she called me.
That's awesome.
Tracy, answer your phone. I love it.
Oh, we love cuddles.
Aw,
I love cuddles.
I do too. We love you too, Katrina.
Yep. Her little dog is awesome.
I know.
Well, Tim knows. Hell, he got to see the little dog cuddles, and that.
Good night, Crystal. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you being
Yes,
here.
thank you, hon.
It means a whole bunch to us. Thank you. For
Yes,
joining.
thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Good night, Victoria.
Good night, Victoria.
We
Thank
love
you.
each and every one of you.
Good night,
Morning
Victoria.
comes real early, that's for sure.
Especially as early as she goes on. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If y'all get a chance, y'all should really watch some of her replays and that.
Oh, I intend on watching it live. I mean, that's really the best way to do it.
Have you seen Larry yet? Nightmares? Have you watched Larry?
No, I haven't seen his yet.
You got to watch him in the morning. He is a hoot. He does jumping jacks. In the middle of his live, he gets up and does jumping jacks.
No. I'd go through the floor if I did that.
And he's always wearing a tie.
Anybody wants to send Rosie? Rosie send her crayon. She ate the last box. LOL.
Rosie ate the last box of crayons. Oh my goodness! I will keep that in mind, Douglas.
Right.
Rosie's having crayons. Huh? She still doesn't know she's on the phone with me. She must have fell asleep.
In the chat, huh?
She must have passed out.
She must have fell asleep because, well, I'll tell you what. You want to find a hardworking person. She works really hard.
Yeah.
Like Energizer, I energize her bunny. She's got way more energy than I do.
Oh man.
I'm gonna probably just leave this on and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody post Larry's channel.
Yeah.
And Daryl's. And his other brother, Daryl's. No, wrong show.
I've seen Larry's auction when he was on an auction a couple times. And,
yeah, I haven't either, Tamara. That's what makes me think she fell asleep. How she butt dialed me is beyond me.
Thank you, Brad.
She works so hard that she calls people in their sleep just to get them on the phone. Okay, I'm gonna hang up on her. Good night, Tracy. And I need to go get a refreshment. I apologize.
Yeah, go get you some.
And I can't get my ice cream bars out yet because they'll melt by the time I eat them. I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for the warning.
No, I haven't had a chance to watch Get Swamped yet.
No.
I'm behind on a lot of things I need to catch up on. Tamara said, now you should call her back. LOL.
I know it.
Crazy. I love it.
That would be pretty cool. Cheryl Williams had a birthday today. Tornado warning today.
Oh no.
Yeah, down at Get Swamped.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, they're under tornado warnings, tornado watch, all that. Hey, our siren went off last Friday. We headed to the basement. It said, take cover now. We did.
I hear that.
It actually went over us and hit the town up over the hill from us.
Oh, man.
It only did a little damage. It wasn't a big one, so thank goodness.
And things can be scary.
Yeah, they can.
But if you're crazy like us, we'll stand on the front porch and watch them go by.
And Zabu was giving Robbie heck. You should sing to her and wake her up. I better not sing to nobody. I'm telling you, I think I better just pass on the singing tonight.
I tell you, I met Zabu when we went down there, and I'll tell you what, that was awesome. He's awesome.
I'll be honest with you. I thought about coming on and singing a song. I really did, and had one picked out, but I just, I don't know.
Rosie, you'll lurk in the background. I know you.
If it's a song that I'm thinking about, it'll make me bawl like a baby.
Oh, Cuddles, and I like your singing. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, thank you, Rob.
I don't think I could get through the song, to be honest with you. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, hon. Tender says, why not? Tim and I love you singing.
$55 and raining. Oh. You heard the rain? Just don't sing Maggie May. That's still stuck in my head from the last time. LOL. You're right. I know. Started too fast. I don't like it when it starts that fast. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to do. When I got the news today, I didn't know what to say, so I just hung up the phone. Took a walk to clear my head, just where the lock-in led. Can't believe you're really gone. Feel like going home, so I'll sit right here on the edge of this pier. Watch the sunset disappear. Drink a beer. Funny how the good ones go too soon before the knows the reason why, I guess. Sometimes the greater plan is kind of hard to understand. Right now it don't make sense. I can't make it all make sense, so I'm gonna sit right here on the edge of this pier. Watch the sunset disappear. Drink a beer. So long, my friend, till we meet again. I'll remember you and all the times we used to sit right here, the edge of this pier. Watch sunset disappear. Drink a beer. Drink a beer. Drink a beer.
Awesome, wasn't it?
It's a good song.
Yes.
Look, you got Mickey's approval for singing tonight. That's good. I like it.
Back.
You got clapping hands, James. You did good. "13 years, wow." Thanks, Tom Cruise. I appreciate that. Thanks, Lori. Thank you, Tamara. Once again, it just goes to show you all that there's so much more that people that don't make online relationships the way we have in this community, they just don't understand how deeply people can be touched by other people that they've never even met. And it really means so much to everybody.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you.
That when we get on here to do the things that we do, we clown a lot, we have a lot of fun, we try to help others as much as we can, all that stuff. And
Tracy Cake.
It really just goes to show you that you don't need to meet somebody in person to care as much as so many of us do about so many others. How so many of you care about us. Tracy, did you fall asleep with your phone in your hand? I'm sorry, I got to pick on Tracy. I really do think the world of her. I think she's a fantastic person. And I've had the good fortune of meeting her once so far. It's kind of like this guy right here. We spent a whirlwind weekend together, and yet, he's like a brother to me. He really is, And I've never met this guy over here, this big lug. And, granted, we don't see eye to eye on everything, and we've had our differences, and we've resolved them. And again, he's like somebody I would call a brother.
Absolutely, man.
Exactly.
Tracy, go look at your Facebook messages to me once and see what happened. And then I'll go back and watch about 10 minutes ago on the replay.
Right.
Sorry.
We love y'all too.
We really do. That is absolutely true.
Janice says, "Thanks for the tears, James." You're welcome, honey.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, but you got to get that out too, because all the healing starts with the pain, the sadness, the anger, the loneliness, and that's where we lean on each other to get through all of that. And then that's very important, because again, I compare my life before YouTube and after YouTube.
I'm sorry, Marcy.
Yeah, Marcy, but that is very kind. Thank you for your kind words, and uh, we do send our deepest condolences to you as well. It's tough.
Yes,
But,
and thank him for his services.
absolutely, absolutely. But I think about it. It's like I actually got to the point where my life felt a little bit empty, even though I've had my wife, my wonderful, wonderful wife, has been at my side for just over 34 years now.
That's right, Mickey. We did. And sorry, Troy.
You're perfectly fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings anyway. Yeah. See, there you go. See, there's been differences with a lot of people, a lot of different ways, and everywhere in here. Yet, with the exception of one that I can think of, everybody's been able to work those differences out. And we're probably all going to have those differences from time to time, and they may last forever, and that's okay. But when you can work beyond those differences, and instead of concentrating on these differences over here and what separates us from things, here's some stuff that we can do together, and here's some stuff that we have in common. Let's work on this part over here. See, we'll forget about that over there. We got this over here, and that's what makes a big difference here. And it makes
Most definitely, Marcy. Prayers to you, honey.
Absolutely. It's difficult. But the point being, though, is I got to a point where I really felt like there was a lot missing in my life. I wasn't able to do the things that I want to do. And I was in the wrestling community. I have friends here and there and everywhere I see once in a while, whatever. Yeah, and that one, you got that right. And then you're going to have that, Mickey. You're absolutely right. There's always going to be that one somewhere in your life that you just can't connect. And that happens. Do we hate them for it? No, of course not. But we just move on. They move their way, we move ours. And that's the way it goes. But then this thing in YouTube, I brought it up. We keep bringing it up, but it's a reality. And you all know it is. That you reach a level of connection with people that you really feel like when Tim and I walked up to each other the very first time just a few weeks ago, it was like somebody I'd known for 30 years. We had that connection well built long before we ever met in person. And sometimes, you can almost just tell with somebody when you spend the time that we do together on here, that somebody, when you meet them in person, is going to be exactly what they are. And Christy and Tim are that way. I know James will be that way when I meet him one day. I know Mickey's going to be that way when I meet her. Mickey and I are going to go to jail together. That's all there is to it. There's no other way to spell it. Mickey and I are going to be in jail.
I've got the bail money ready.
We're going to have the time of our lives doing it because he's a little. Forgive me, James. He's a little shit disturber, and so am I. And we like to clown, and we have a good time. And I guarantee you, I will have even more love for Mickey and Nicole the day that I get to meet them as I do now. And that's the absolute truth. Yeah. Did you look at your phone yet, Tracy? Go look at your Facebook Messenger once.
I'm exact same way, Michael.
Yeah.
I don't have no time for that hate in my heart. I had all that shit 25 years ago or better. And
hey, I met Eric. Eric is another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. And if when you tell me that, if I didn't have that whole preconceived thing already going in my mind, you telling me it just reassures me that Eric would be one of us.
Oh yeah.
So I know that he's one of us. Hey,
that day Eric came on live, man, with us and everything. That was great.
Yeah.
That beard, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has a beard. Right? He has a beard.
So, Eric, you've got to tell us: were you Amish in a former life or Duck Dynasty?
Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the channel.
Yes.
Apparently, your phone did because I was listening to us on your phone. No, yeah, and that's right, Mickey. Mickey is so right when it comes to so many things. That hatred, there's no place here for the hatred that you run into with just those 1%. There's no place for it. And it's so hard to fathom where somebody can come from and be like that. I can't figure it out in my mind.
You know, I just want to take a minute and take a quote from a movie, and I love this movie. It's called Remember the Titans. Remember where he was laying in the hospital bed paralyzed? Mm-hmm. And he apologized. Gary apologized to him and everything. And he told him, he goes, I don't know why we hate each other so much. He goes, all this time I was hating my brother. And it's true.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. If nothing else, look at it this way. We've got this much time in this world.
Okay? Yep.
And every minute that we spend hating is 1 minute less we can spend loving.
That's why I have learned. And back when I was younger, I'm not going to lie about it, I was nowhere close to being a saint. I had a lot of hate and discontent for people. There's people in here that'll tell you that.
Yep.
And, but I have learned to forgive quickly. Don't hold a grudge because tomorrow's not promised. And I usually forgive everybody, no matter what they've done to me. I forgive you, but that don't mean I will fuck with you like I usually do with everybody else. Pardon my language, but this
is the saying that I use, James. Arm's distance.
Exactly.
Every time. So those of you that aren't familiar with what's going on, you have 3 minutes to get yourself ice cream or a similar treat of your choice. And at 11:15, we salute Tim.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you for being here.
1 or 2?
2.
Oh.
I'm a lieutenant at Potosi Fire and work very closely with Tim. And I want to thank you all for recognizing Tim. And you know what, Seth? Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do every day, sir.
Yep,
that is very heartfelt. I'm also a former firefighter. This guy down here is ex-military. And Tim meant a lot to a lot of people. There was almost 100 people in here earlier. They've, of course, real life. Tim meant a lot to a lot of people here. He touched a lot of people's life. And Tim helped me and a bunch of other people's more than anybody will ever know. Ever know.
One for me. One for Tim.
Yeah. She's got to go get me too. And her one.
Oh. I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got about a minute before ice cream time. Tim used to have an ice cream sandwich about this time every night.
Yep.
Every night.
And, every night. So if you got a snack or whatever and just want to have a snack with us right now while we honor our brother, fallen brother.
We don't care what it is.
That's right.
Nope.
But ice cream is cool.
That's right.
Literally and figuratively. I can't press one for English, please.
Just remember, we're here celebrating his life because I guarantee he's looking down right now and saying, guys, don't be sad.
Nope.
I promise you. And he's saying hello to everybody that's coming through heaven right now. He's standing there at the pearly gates. Hello, my name is Tim.
And he's handing out ice cream sandwiches, I can guarantee it.
I guarantee it.
It's time for ice cream. Y'all get down here. Oh, that's a cute one. I like that one. That works too, Laura. That's perfectly fine. Briars works. Briars is good.
I got a Neapolitan ice cream.
Yep.
Oh, Napoleon.
Yes.
Yep.
I always.
Yeah, that happens.
I don't ever know which end I'm going to open first. I got the chocolate end this time.
Before you say anything else, though, Tracy says the dog did it. She did. She did. She said the little dog did. Tim, it's for you, brother.
And
Tim, this is
and
for
Mr.
you.
Seth, I hope to meet you Monday. I will be there for Mr. Tim's funeral.
Yes.
And I'm gonna damn sure try, but it's a long drive.
I think that's the one thing I can do out of respect for my brother. Even though I never met the man, I will be right there.
I don't matter. I can't drive more than an hour at a time, so I might have to leave Saturday.
Yeah, I forgot to move that. I'm sorry.
But I'm sure going to try to be there. I should probably figure out how far that is exactly. So I have a favor to ask. For those of you that are local and know Tim in person and all those things, and if Tender is still here, obviously that would be the best place to get the answer from. I saw earlier folks were asking about the funeral home and things so they could send, they could wire flowers and things like that for the funeral. So anybody can get that information. Oh my gosh. Oof. It's on the other side of Missouri or St. Louis. Oy, oy, oy. It's 8.5 hours, 485 miles for me to get there. Oh boy. Well, nobody ever said I was sane. We'll see what I can do. I got to rearrange a lot of schedule. And I know I'll have to come alone. My wife and daughter will both have to work Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday.
But if you go,
hope
make sure
nobody
you throw a
expects me
few
to wear a
cases
dress.
of these in.
Oh boy, this one's not doing so good.
No, we're just gonna go. We'll be dressed nice. And
Yep.
Well, you got what, like 4.5 hours?
4.5 hours. I can be there in 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be really cool. That's one of the, obviously the primary reason would be for, to celebrate Tim and everything like that. But the bonus plan, meeting James and his family.
And, well, I just wish it was under better circumstances.
Really?
Well, I know, but.
Will his services be live streamed? I don't know. That's something that we'll have to ask the family if that's okay or whatever. I have no clue. I've not even got. I know they might do it on Facebook. I hear there's talks about it.
Maybe we should just appreciate it if it does and understand if it don't.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, and that's true, Tracy. Since COVID hit, a lot of them have been live streamed, so family that can't be there can still help celebrate. But damn, that's a long drive.
That sounds good, Michael Sams.
That's right. I'm jealous. Y'all are having ribs tomorrow night.
I know. Yeah, well, I can guarantee you that this community will be there in spirit strong. Guarantee it.
We may even drive up Sunday and get a motel room and stuff. And
well, I would definitely have to do that. I might, like I said, I might have to go down to like Davenport, stay the night. Go down to St. Louis, stay the night. Go back to Davenport, stay the night. It might be a 4-day adventure for me. Yeah, I know what you meant, Tamara. It's good. It's a long ways to go. Strawberry ice cream is perfectly fine, Lindsay. You got to kick that decaf, though. That's a bad habit.
Right?
You're going to drink coffee, get the leaded stuff.
I miss Lindsay.
Thanks for being here, Lindsay. We appreciate you. Yeah, you almost made me want to sing, but I don't think I want to punish him. I really don't. I should, but you really did. There's one song that I do that I really, really love, and I haven't done it in a long time. I haven't done it in, oh my God, how long has it been? It's been a long time.
Oh, I got the chocolate in this time.
Oh, that's not fair.
Goopy.
Not that. It's the Muffin Man. That's who's coming. Hey, Boatman. How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hi, Boatman. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah. I know. I know. I just, I don't know if I have it in me, and I don't know if the walls would take it. Last time I did this song, I was in a recording studio in Chicago.
I am going to sign off.
Oh, yeah.
Love you both.
Thank you, Tim. We love you too,
Love you,
brother.
everyone in the chat.
you,
Thank you all for being here.
Have a safe trip. We appreciate
Tender, you will be in our prayers, as will everyone else.
Yeah.
Tim, before you leave, would you lead us in prayer, sir?
I guess I can do that.
If you don't want to, I'll do it later. Otherwise, it's up to you, though.
If you want to do it later, that'd be good too.
Okay.
All right.
Is that all right?
I can do it for you. Yeah, that's fine. I can do it. You guys have a safe trip tomorrow. Give Mickey a hug for me, would you?
Yes.
We'll do. It's 11 hours.
Yeah. Be safe.
Exactly. Not 11:01, not 10:15. 11 hours.
Don't stop to drain the coffee filter. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Love you all.
Safe trip,
Thank
brother.
you for being
Good night,
here.
hon. We love you guys too.
Hug Christy for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, well, she's sleeping.
Yeah.
I wonder you don't hear her snoring, but
That's fun. I like that.
That would have been funny to hear her snoring.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to hear me snore. I'd probably blow the speakers out of your computer.
Shoot, I suck the spiders off the wall. What are you talking about when I snore?
My daughter, when she was about 6 years old, I fell asleep in the living room one night. We were watching TV, and she woke me up and told me I sounded like Charizard. My wife said the windows were actually shaking, literally shaking. Thank God I have a breathing machine now.
Right?
Yep. Doug, you brought up a very good point, and I do appreciate that a whole bunch. I've done it before. I can do it. That's not the issue. It just takes me a whole lot longer. That's all. Because I won't, I'll get tired or whatever or get sore in the car, and I'll pull off for an hour or half an hour. That's why the trip we made to Ohio took us 2 days. It happens. And it's all right. I don't mind.
Prepping supper? Well, oh, my goodness.
What are we having, Rob?
Exactly.
You got fat guys on the screen. We like to eat. Let's hear about it.
That's all right. We want to know what you're having. Y'all just watched me demolish 2 ice cream sandwiches.
I got wrappers left over I haven't licked yet. Oh my gosh. That's good, Mary. You're well, that's stadium brats. Ooh.
Well, we're glad you're joining us and typing, Mary.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, that's exactly what my wife went through, Nicole. The exact same thing. She's like, beforehand, she was literally buying earplugs and waking up in the middle of the night and rubbing this essential oil crap on my feet, trying to get me to stop snoring. And then when I got the machine, she's like, damn it, now it's too quiet.
Tender said, Tim, love eating.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, that's right. All the foodies want to know. We all like food.
Tender, do you know if they're going to stream his services on Facebook or not? Tinder, do you know if they're going to stream his services on Facebook or not?
Sorry, I just wanted to hear what you had to say.
No, not didn't get no ice cream. Not tonight.
I got to eat it myself. Dang it!
So she says they don't have any plans to stream it.
No, we don't know. Okay. Would you please find out between now and then if anybody would be offended if we did?
Yeah, not even any faces, just a tripod in the back of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wants you to look up for Friends by Dan Seals.
Okay.
Josie said that.
Yeah, I was.
That's cool.
Yeah, because we don't want to intrude on nobody or cause.
No.
Yeah, no disrespect.
Exactly.
I'm with you. I agree. At the same time, any amount that we can share, or you can share in that case, to help everybody be a part, it would be wonderful. Man, I wish I could get down there.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. Watching that video of the fire trucks being escorted today, and all the other counties that joined in, that really touched me. I'll show you in a little bit, but it was on the Facebook page. Yeah.
Thanks, Ashley. We appreciate that. Yeah, just ask around, like in the family and things like that, and if they say no, that's disrespectful. Hey, no problem.
Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it. I'm assuming that is Tinder's daughter. I spoke with her today.
Yep.
Very lovely lady, and everything. Very, very nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought him home. That's right. That was, Tim wasn't her real father, but he was her dad. You know what I'm saying? You can't spend 13 years with somebody and, you know what I mean? He loved her just like a daughter, and he spoke about that.
Yep.
True. Very true.
And
well, I feel the same way. My mother gave me up at birth. Okay. I was adopted when I was, I don't remember, very young. Let's just say very young.
I know that feeling.
And I met my biological mother when I was about 25-ish years ago. And I don't call her mom. She's mother. My parents here are mom and dad. And that's all there is to it.
Right. We've had that conversation before,
Yeah.
I was adopted by my grandparents.
Yep. And that's the thing, is it doesn't take blood mom, blood dad, blood child to make a family.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm going to mute this for a second. Listen to
Sorry, I just had to do that because he was muted too. So I feel like I'm left. I'm just messing with him because he put himself on mute. He's answering some messages on his phone, so he muted it so he could listen to him. I had to do it, man. You're up in there talking to your phone like this.
Yeah.
So I did it too. Didn't mute my microphone or nothing. I just,
my little granddaughter never ceases to amaze me what's going to come out of her mouth. She's 13 years old, and I was sitting yesterday with this hoodie on. Of course, I didn't get to share this with everybody, and I'm sitting there, and everything. And I'll be damned if she didn't say, well, you do look like Uncle Fester with that thing on. If you look at it, how it ups around my neck without the hood on, I mean.
Right.
I'm like, touche.
She's a pistol.
I don't even know what else to say.
Oh,
Now when the 6-year-old comes and tries to screw a light bulb in your ear, you know you're in trouble.
I gotta tell you what she done to him last night, though.
Okay.
We took him out to the church for the trunk or treating.
Yeah.
Well, she's got this Harley Quinn outfit, and it's got the bow thing that she wears on her head. She made him wear it.
Of course. Why wouldn't she? Good night, Avery.
He was running around with that
Take
dang
care,
thing on.
I bet it was. Oh, was it in his mouth? I thought it was in his ear.
And
Okay, well, put the light bulb in your damn mouth then. I don't care. Whatever.
we were sitting there, and this guy kept looking at me with that little bowl on my head and everything. And I said, "Listen, when your 13-year-old granddaughter asks you to wear a bow, you wear a bow."
He started laughing. He goes, "Yep."
You do. If you got to sit in a dress and drink tea out of a plastic cup that's smaller than your thumb, you're damn right you do.
That's it.
I take your word for it, Tamara. I don't remember things so good. Good night, Susan. Thanks for joining us.
Your shave and a haircut surely changed your whole look. It did.
Yeah.
That's true.
Good night, Avery. Good night, Susan.
When I used to wear a bald head before when I was wrestling, this is how I'd come out to the ring.
I'm playing blind man's bluff.
Yep.
I will tell you this much is I'm not against doing it. Well, I am against doing it. Okay. I am against it, but I would be more than happy to do it for the cause. But I have one fear. Wisconsin winter.
Oh, yes.
I need all the insulation I can get. If I shave my head bald and it takes 3 months for my hair to grow back, by February I'll be a popsicle.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I tell you, it's really hard for me since I've shaved my hair and everything, because my family, as you can tell, we're blessed with very nice size ears. And when that wind blows a little bit and that my ears get cold, or I'm afraid I'm going to be down the street somewhere.
Well, I was going to say, not to mention, they probably go in the wind, too.
Yeah. Cold ears slapping against your bald head just doesn't feel good.
No, very true.
I'm going to have to steal the granddaughter's pink earmuffs.
What? You would drink it, but don't forget a real little girl can only reach... What in the heck does that mean? I don't understand. Forgive me, but I do not understand. What does a little girl in reaching toilet water have anything to do with shingling my roof with pancakes?
He said, "Get a beanie, you wuss. Love you."
I would probably need a stocking cap and a hoodie and a head warmer. I'll you know what? We'll see.
I'm going to crochet you a hat, Troy, to cover your head and ears.
Yeah. And my face, too, because then I won't scare people. That'll be the other thing, too. My face will get cold. I'll have to start wearing them buff things.
Any liquid from the cup, had to get it from there. She was talking about when she hands you a cup of tea. Oh yeah.
I have no idea. I don't have a clue. Yeah, Josie gets it though. Yeah. Well, I'm on the other side of the state from Lake Michigan.
Teresa said she snuggles with Bigfoot to stay warm. LOL.
Yeah. Now imagine your Bigfoot being bald and how comfortable that would be. That's my problem.
Should we show Troy what we got for him?
Don't get me anything.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's a Packer mug. I have seen those before.
It is.
Now I really need to get to Missouri on Monday.
This is from the Grand Ole Opry, which ain't even there no more.
Yeah, I know. I was sad to see that go.
Yeah, well, you got a souvenir from there.
You guys are please.
You asked for a half cup of coffee. There you go.
Please,
those are both yours,
guys. Thank you, but don't.
You're welcome.
Let me say it this way: don't spend the money on shipping. Okay.
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 Because I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure you don't have to.
We'll bring him with us.
No, even if that doesn't happen, I don't care if it takes me till next spring. I'm going to make the trip.
Okay.
Good. Maybe I'll have my yard cleaned up by then.
Yeah.
I have intentions to. I have to get, and there's no particular order to this other than geographic order. Okay. I have to get to Ohio again. I have to get to South Carolina. That is an absolute must. I have to get to Florida, and I have to get to Tennessee. However, I'm going to end up doing that yet, I don't know. It took me 5 months to plan my trip to Ohio in May. Okay? That's how long it took me to put things together where I could logically work everything out, and that's probably what it's going to take for me to do this, if not longer. But it will happen.
Yeah, my house is starting to look like a storage unit.
Mine too. In fact, I got a storage unit on my trailer in my garage.
We sent Mickey his cup. Here's Tim's. I don't know if you can read it or not.
Full screen, you conky.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only difference, Josie, is you probably got a little more lake effect than we get.
There you go.
Turn it over. Let me see the back. Oh, there's no ass on it. Oh,
No.
I thought it would have an ass.
No.
Mickey,
I think Tim and them will like that, don't you?
I think so too. I think that's cute. It would have been even neater if there was little butt cheeks on the back. But
hey, show them those things that we got to know, those little windmills and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I'm going to auction these off tomorrow, but they are just absolutely cool shit. And,
Mickey, the only problem with that is then my truck would be in South Carolina. My plan is to go east, then south, and then come back west and up north. Because I do want to stop in Missouri too. If I can't get there Monday somehow, I guarantee you I will be making a trip there because I want to meet Tender. Yeah, you guys get a lot more lake effect than we do. We don't get very much of that down here. But we get the wind. We definitely get the wind, and we definitely get the cold. Yep. Then you live where Tracy does, and they get the hurricane winds and the Canadian cold. It's like, bleh.
Man, we think we got it cold. Imagine being in Alaska.
Some parts of it. Well, you were on your last night when I told that story about that guy brought his car into our shop that time.
Yeah.
With four plug-in heaters.
You want to see some of the cool stuff that we picked up today?
Really? Whoa. The old crank up.
Yep.
1911
and it plays
model.
music.
Yeah, it plays a little music.
I don't believe it plays music. They did install the CD player.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here's
But then I get that, Mickey. I understand all that, but then I got to go back and get my truck. Those are really awesome, dude. That thing on the top going around?
Yeah.
Yeah, the top is
Oh my God. Those are dope.
Look at this. This is cool shit.
Turn it around the other way.
We can see both.
That's what a crank is, huh?
Yeah. The little ships move.
Wow, I kind of want those.
When it's set on there, right?
I kind of want those.
Now
I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with them, but I kind of want them. There's more?
But it don't work.
So what?
This one winds up too, but it don't work. I mean, but
Somebody wound it up too tight.
Yeah. Oops. What's the oops for? Good night, Ashley.
kind of
Good night,
cool.
Ashley.
I like those. They're pretty cool.
Then we got the windmill.
And then the windmill, yeah.
We love you, Ashley. Good night. Yeah, that's an outhouse with a fan on it.
Yeah, I definitely needed one of those today.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, they all can be fixed. I really like those.
I wonder if it is now.
I wouldn't even know what to think to pay for something like that.
See, this is a horse and carriage. The horse
opens.
And carriage. Yep. It's like the train. It looks like it's jammed against the wall or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Must have crashed in turn 3.
Oh,
I told you.
It is.
Stuck on.
Oh, it does work.
Oh.
You're funny, Mickey. Nah, I will soldier through it. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's just a little bent up from that, but it does work.
It's cool as all get up. I love those things.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'd do with them, but I love them all.
They are awesome.
I ain't got a clue. I don't know what I'd do with them. I don't have room for the stuff I got now.
What work is this one for some reason?
It's I don't know, something in the box.
Well, that's all right. Don't worry about that, Tamara. You can spell it any way you want. I don't mind at all.
We've got one. We had one for a while now that's similar to that. I'll go get it, but I can't. We can't sell this one because Hunter has claimed this one.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
It's just as cool as these, though.
Now you have my curiosity. If I had those things, I'd have to have a place to put them where I could enjoy them all the time. And I don't know where that would be. I have everything else that I want to enjoy all the time already out.
Up.
Higher. Oh, my God.
That's your crane.
Move your thumb.
I know what it is.
Ain't that cool?
I want to show you something. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
But he claimed that right off the bat.
I got to show you something if I can find it. Yep, there. No, that's not that one. It's this one. Okay. So, a question for you, first of all. Do you know what Yadro porcelain is?
No.
Okay, Yadro is a porcelain that's made in a city called Valencia in Spain. And very fine porcelain, very good stuff. In 1986, I spent some time in Europe. And the one thing my mom wanted me to bring back was Yadro porcelain. Because she loved it, but she never bought any. And she, most of her life, she couldn't afford it. So I bought 2 pieces for her, and she had those 2 pieces, and that's all she ever had. Till about 5-ish years ago, when I was stuck home a lot before and after I had heart surgery and everything. Oh, they left. Good night.
No, I'm here. Still.
We're still here.
I'm just messing with you.
Just trying to see if I can get rid of that purple streak, but evidently.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, anyway, about 5 years ago when I was laid up at home, she'd come over and visit me a lot, and we started talking about the Yadro. And she says, I should buy more. Well, I was at an auction, and I bought her a cat for $9, and that's her favorite piece. But then she says, maybe I should get more. So I go to another auction, I'd find more. And then she'd come over here, and she would get me to take her on eBay and buy some. Well, when I show you this, I'll tell you a little bit of a history of how far trains go back for me. This is the one I bought her for Christmas last year.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
It looks like me when I was little. I wore the bib overhauls and pushed the train on the ground in the whole 9 yards.
Oh, that is just too cute.
Okay. And then I bought her another one for her birthday last year that was a little boy with an airplane in his pajamas and had a J on the front. Because my brother's name is Jay. Okay, so that was him. And then I got one of a girl playing tennis. That was my sister. When I was about 3 years old, we have a place just up the road from us called Grand Crossing, and the Burlington Yard and the Milwaukee Road both had tracks across the road there, and that was the way you got out to the main highway.
Yeah.
And you always got stopped by trains when you went through there, every single time. So we were going that way, and sure enough, we got stopped by a train. And we got waited for that train, and that train finally went off. And then we went up to by the next tracks, and another train came on the other side. And my mom says, I turned around and looked at her, and I said, man, this must be my lucky day. We got 2 trains in one day, and I would just sit and watch the cars. And she said a little later after that happened, we were at church one time, and the pastor would bring the kids up for the children's sermon. And he was talking about trains one day. And he says, well, here's the engine, and here's the caboose, and here's the coal car, and here's the flat car. And she says, you stopped him in mid-sentence and said, that, sir, is a gondola, not a flat car. I was Share it.
Mickey's always cracking me up with something. I'll tell you.
True.
Mickey's always cracking me up with something.
Yep. I agree. Me too. That's why I said him and I are going to jail because nobody's going to like what we do. Oh.
The 4 faces of James.
Yeah, but what about me?
And the 1 face of Mary.
I mean, she is the normal one there, right?
Right?
There you go.
Oh, my goodness.
But I guess the entire congregation just busted a laugh when
Bring that California thing in.
Okay.
The pottery. No, it's still wrapped up, man.
Yeah, that is weird. What is that? Do you have like an LED light or something over there that's picking up?
You ever heard of California pottery?
Not off the top of my head.
You'll have to wait and see it tomorrow night. It is beautiful.
And now you're starting to sound like KT. They told us earlier today, they said, well, this and this and this, and we went to this thing, and man, you won't believe what happened. Watch the video. I'm going to kick your ass. Because it's probably going to be a week before the video comes out.
I got a shit ton of cast iron stuff today.
Oh my God. I've actually been turning down cast iron because I've been buying so much of it. I've run out of places to hang it.
Pans.
One's this big, so I mean, you know.
Coffee pot, an old cast iron.
I have those. I wouldn't mind getting a coffee pot.
The kettle or whatever it is, and then one of those hanging bean pots. Oh,
yeah, I got one of those. I got a big one.
A couple of Dutch ovens and stuff. No, I'm not shipping no cast iron. I am not selling cast iron online. Those will definitely be flea market. Because that shit is heavy.
I'm going to see if I can show that picture. I don't remember where it is. I don't remember where I am. Apparently it's before that. Yeah, it's got to be before that. Well, I bet I deleted them because I'm an idiot. Yep, I did.
She said, I think you should enjoy them for another week and then auction them next week. Yeah, the music boxes.
Yeah, that's cool. I deleted it. Can't find the picture because it's gone.
Realistically, I don't even know what all I'll get to tomorrow. I know I've got some Pokemon cards and stuff. Depends on how many people come on and sell with me and that. But, man, we just got a lot of jewelry and stuff. And we got a citywide yard sale Saturday, and that ought to be fun in Gleason. And I swear I'm going to take a lot of that cast iron stuff. I probably won't last long down there.
Yeah, I got that Dutch oven that I got. I think I paid $10 at a rummage sale for it. And I brought it home and re-seasoned it. And I cook everything in there. That bean video that I did got cooked in that Dutch oven. The spaghetti sauce video, Dutch oven. I cook a lot. Barbecue sauce goes in there. Everything goes in there. I love those things. I've got 2 of them, but I only ever used the one. And it's got a hairline crack about this long, right at the lip. So it don't affect anything. But Yeah, it is a lot of work, Rob. It really is. But I'll tell you something. Once you get them seasoned the way you want and the way they should be, and you take proper care of them, which isn't bad, they will last forever. My mom still has one my grandmother bought before my mother was born. And she turns 88 tomorrow. Yesterday. My bad. I lose track of what day it is. All right. Well, if it's the dog again, I'll just speak a different language. It's all good. She blames it on the dog. I'm telling you.
Well, anything under 70 pounds, if it fits in a flat rate box.
That's true. The problem is getting the handle in there.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Frankenstein that shit.
That's right, Lindsay. I do a little more than that, though. I do actually use a stainless steel scrubber for anything that does happen to stick to it. Rinse it well, dry it on the grill or the smoker so it gets heated up and dries out all the pores. Re-oil it, then dry it again, then hang it up.
Miss Edwards, you're fine, honey. No stress about getting any boxes to me or anything else. I'm the last one you have to worry about getting anything out to. As much as I delay shit,
it's all right. Hey, yeah. But you always come through.
Yes.
It may take some time sometimes, but you always come through.
Always.
So whether anybody agrees or disagrees with you or not on doing what, the way you're doing it, it's your way of doing it. And see, let me put it to you this way. It's a bad example, but it's an example that I can put where somebody might relate to better. One of the wrestling promoters I worked for tried so hard to give the boys as much as he possibly could. And sometimes he did it to where it hurt him financially and literally. And he bounced the checks to some people sometimes. But he bounced one to me one time, and I said, brother, you bounced the check to me, man. I can't have that. He says, listen, I'm sorry, something didn't get transferred right. It happens. And he's right, it happens. So he says, I will make it up to you. Give me 2 days, and I will have it Walmarted to you. And he sent me an extra bit of money to make up, for the inconvenience. And, things like that happen. Life happens. We all understand that. Sometimes it's easier. You got a lot of things to worry about more than I do, for example. You got Mary, you got all the kids hanging around over there. You got your old man to watch out for. You got all these things going on. Stuff's going to happen. Now, as long as you improve on it, that's all that matters. And you and I have had this conversation 100 times, and you know exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
And I don't hide anything from you, and I don't pull any punches. At the same token, I respect your efforts, and I know you continue to make improvements, and that's what makes a difference.
Well, learning this pirate ship and then learning what I learned Monday night will definitely help out some too.
Dude.
I'll be honest with you. When we started in with this, and I know it's off of our subject with Tim and everything, but when I first started this, I just jumped in both feet and really had no clue. None whatsoever. And
that's true.
That's the biggest reason I'm paying for it now, because lack of experience, lack of finding out what was entailed. And, but we're learning more every day and getting things out. And,
yeah. And that's the reality of things. And, I'll tell you something. I looked at a true gift that you've been given is Ian's one mom. She always says to you, put me on the back burner, take care of the others first. Yep. And again, that shows the kind of people in this community that understand the struggles and understand what you're doing and understand how much effort you put into everything, and that you will make it right and everything will be okay.
Yep.
And she's all right with that. And that's a true blessing that I know you.
Well, the reality of it is, don't tell nobody, but I'm going to steal Santa's sleigh and deliver it to everybody Christmas.
Hopefully your beard will grow back by then.
Right?
That's hilarious. I love it. And that's the thing. Right. And that's the thing. Yeah, you're right, Lori. Lori says teaching each other the tricks.
Yep.
Because I mean, again, I've got eBay reminded me again the other day when I called him to yell at him that I've been there 19 years, 5 months. That's a long time. You know, eBay hasn't been around much longer than that. Only not, a few more years, and that's when they came around. And yeah, the pirate ship is amazing. It really is. The fact that they picked up UPS now is
That's awesome
for us. Really is groundbreaking. And I haven't used pirate ship up until a short time ago. And wait, Lori, please send me a picture.
And that bag in a box and everything. Well, shit, I've got plenty of 12 by 12 boxes, and a lot of that stuff will fit right in it. I'm just playing around with it because I want to see what it was going to cost me to ship something to New York. I've got a big, it's in a 12 by 12 box, $9 and some change, and that's amazing.
Yeah, depending on the weight, of course.
Yeah. Well, it's not more than 50 pounds. I've got a scale, so. Right. I've got one of those flat scales like the big for the produce, and I just set it up on that joker, and it's usually right within 1 or 2 pounds either way. I
should show you the one I've got because I think it cost me like $25, and it will go up to 100 and some pounds, but it's about this big. Have you ever seen the one that George used to use?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, it's about this big, and it's got a plastic top, and it's got a coily where your controls are over here.
Yeah.
So you can actually put a box that's bigger than the scale on there. Because, like if you've got the one with the faceplate that's attached, you put a box in there that's too big, it covers it up. You can't see it. This one's got a coily you can stretch out like 2 feet. But you can also open it up. There's flaps on it that'll open up to hold irregular shaped things onto the scale. And like I said, I think it cost me $25.
Yes, it was Miss Q and KT that had that.
Yep. And if any of you do any reselling out there, pirate ship is a great thing. As long as you have a printer and can pre-print your labels.
Yeah. I got a printer, even though it wouldn't pick up with my computer. It picked up with my phone, and I just say here, I put all the information in on my computer. Then I go to it on my phone, and whoop, that's it.
You haven't been able to get it to hook up to your computer by Bluetooth or by wire?
Bluetooth I'm using that little laptop, that I bought. I haven't plugged in my big one since I was having all that trouble. It still works, and I've got a desktop in there, but I'll have to update it to Windows 10, and that's the one I found in the storage unit. It works good. Because it has Windows Vista on it, but it's got plenty of space.
You know what I'm using on this computer right here?
Huh?
You know what I'm using on this computer right here?
What's that?
Windows 7.
Windows 7.
Yep. And I won't go away from it.
No, it's got Windows 7 on it, but I need to clean it out, and I don't know if if I factory reset it, if it'll, you know what I mean? I don't have a disk. So, kind of thinking.
Sure. I'm not a computer guru. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'll probably just take it down here to the computer guy that I'm buddies with.
Give him $50 and say, clean it out.
Yep, and that's it. And probably he'll hook me up for 75 with Windows 10, and be done with that.
I hate Windows 10. I really do. I don't like change. I figured all this Windows 7 crap out, and I'm content where I'm at, and I want to leave it there. Read my last comment. I got to read that. Yeah, Lindsay, I think you could do that from the library because you literally need to be able to go onto your eBay or your whatever platform you're selling on, or you need to be able to just go on Pirate Ship and punch things in.
Shish kebabs, we got them. It's your video that just came out.
Oh, she just put up shish kebabs today?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, it can be done, Anita, but when you're technologically impaired like we are, I got you. I got it, Tamara.
I can rebuild a desktop computer. I've put a motherboard in them and all that
Oh,
stuff.
sure.
Before.
Yeah.
Now, laptops, I've never took one apart and fooled with it. I should, and I'm pretty sure that it's just a motherboard in a smaller case.
More or less.
But little parts and big hands are not always friendly. And as you can see, my fingers, these two fingers here are swelled up really bad tonight, and my thumb from arthritis and carpal tunnel. And when it turns cold, unfortunately, that's what happens. I can't even move these two fingers really good. It's like we was talking about this morning about wanting to play. I can't.
Yeah, no, me neither. That's why I grabbed the 4-string ukulele that I could just beat across my head, and that makes music too. Oh, look at there. There we are. I don't even remember making this video. I really don't. It's been
super easy.
It really is. And I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to go dragging this over from here and putting that over there. And I'm like, oh. No, I don't do a lot of it for my eBay stuff. And there's two reasons why. Number one, a vast majority of the stuff I sell on eBay is relatively small. I can get it into the priority stuff and get it very quickly. And a lot of my customers want priority shipping. And you can still save a little bit more money off of buying it off of eBay. Say it's 11% versus 20%, something like that. Still saves a little bit of money, but I don't know why. I just haven't crossed the line with everything yet.
Good night, Douglas.
Good night, Doug. Thanks for joining us, sir. As always, we appreciate you being here. We really do.
I don't know about Saturday yet or not, John. I think we may all just get together and plan something for maybe a little further. That way it gives us a little more time to work out the logistics.
For a big one.
For a bigger one, yes.
Yes.
If you want to donate, that would be awesome. If you want to wait till the auction, that'll be okay too. Realistically, I'm not sure where they're at right at the moment. I do know that, they have some stuff that needs to be taken care of and other things. I'm not going to, go into details. And, yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to go there.
Yes, and I'm going to have a few other sellers on tomorrow night.
You and a few other people, and that'll primarily be just your regular weekly auction.
Yes.
Saturday night, it's still up in the air. Are you for sure going to do it? You just don't know when.
I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, we could always do this too. We could talk over the next few days. Once the pumpkins get south and get settled in.
Yeah,
we can get the four together and try to figure out. I can take all your credit cards, Betty Boop. We're going to try to get that set up through her bank so we can do it that way, okay?
Yes.
Otherwise, PayPal does take a one-time payment for credit cards. But let us get the details worked out first. Where was I going with this? Oh, we can try to sit down and say, hey, I think this is what we should do. No, we should do this. Okay, we'll do that. And we'll figure it out. I don't know what kind of time I'm going to have tomorrow. I've literally got 6 videos to shoot tomorrow. And I'm supposed to go to an auction. So I don't know how much I'm going to get done and how much time I'm going to have free. But
Miss Betty, yeah. what I would suggest is to get Cash App. It is
true.
The most simple thing in the world to use.
That's very true.
It is.
Yeah, you can hook it right to your credit card.
Yep, you sure can.
And there's no fees.
No fees, no nothing. And I mean, it is amazing. So many people are missing out on this Cash App. It's just unreal.
And I was so dumbfounded when I got on there. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass. And it is so easy. It really is.
And every time you spend something, it alerts you on your phone. It lets you know what you spend, where it was spent, what time it was spent, and the location.
Who and everything. Yep. Yeah, Cash App is really Like, I've got some business dealings to deal with through my PayPal, and once those business dealings are done, I am closing my PayPal account after 22 years. You do have a smartphone, that is true, but John did point out something.
John has a flip phone.
John probably has a rotary phone.
He's probably still carrying a phone in a bag.
Operator, get me Elm Street 323, please.
Right?
One of those ones where you got the. Sorry, John. I apologize.
How Cash App makes their money through advertisement?
Advertisings.
Yep.
That is true.
Basically it's like if I send you a referral, they'll pay you and me both.
Right. You each get $15.
It's awesome though. It really is.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely worth looking into if you've got a smartphone and you can do it. It's very easy to do. You literally get the app. Everything is secure, just like it is on PayPal and any other platform you use to transfer money. It's just as easy and actually it's easier than a lot of them. PayPal is a bigger pain in the arse than it's worth anymore.
When you do transfer it to your bank, they do charge you a fee for that. But I never transfer it because I got a card.
Not always.
Yeah.
If you wait the time that they say, you can transfer to your bank for free.
Yep.
But if you want it instantly, then they charge you a fee.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really great. They do want you to have. That's true. If you're moving lots and lots of money, they do want you to have that. But even if you just, yeah, and then there's a fee with a business account. That's true, Brad. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, he's right. But you use it in conjunction with PayPal or other forms of financial transactions, and you can keep your numbers moderate. I think you'll do okay.
The way I've got mine set up right now, just without a business account and everything, I can transfer up to $10,000 into Cash App without having a business account.
Well, we transferred just for Lemur Palooza. See, KT did all theirs through PayPal, so that one didn't come to me that in Cash App. But everybody transferred money to me, and then I transferred it to Robbie, and that was close to $5,000 in total. I don't remember the exact numbers of which is which.
Right.
I got no questions out of anybody for anything. I sent it to friends and family. Done. Nothing.
As long as you leave the notes blank. Exactly.
Wait, whoa. What's going on here? Laura? It's anxiety. Are you sure?
Anxiety's bad. I've had, yeah.
I remember as a teenager having chest pains from what they called angina, or felt angina, caused by stress.
Yeah.
Why the hell at 14 I was that stressed out, but I was. It doesn't make any sense to me, but I understand. And we do keep you in our prayers, Laura. You know, you're great people down there, and we need to make sure you're okay and get you okay. Because we got to come down there and go fishing with you guys sometime.
That's right.
Yeah. John, if you saw my list of heart medications I take, I actually got off one of them, though. They took me off one.
I can show you my grocery sack full over here.
Yeah.
Mary can show you her box full.
I got a wooden box.
Yeah, Mary does too.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
Between all of her diabetic medicine and all that stuff. And
diabetes, high cholesterol.
Oh yeah. I take high blood for blood pressure, diabetes, water.
Yep.
Cholesterol.
Yep.
I don't know. One for anxiety, one for pain, one for this. The one for pain, I just quit taking it because it gave me a headache so bad. It wasn't even a narcotic, and it just gave me such a headache that, oh God, I couldn't stand it.
I take 3 for my allergies now. They don't.
Oh yeah, let's not even get into the allergy shit.
1 helps, 2 don't really help much. So I'm thinking about just stopping those. Then I acid reflux. I got 1 for that, and then I got 1 for.
I got that Flonase that you squirt up your nose.
I hate that stuff. It gives me nosebleeds all the time. I hate that stuff. But let me put the circle together for you. I take my heart medication because my heart's bad. Okay. Then that allegedly caused me to cross the line into diabetes. So then they gave me the diabetic medication. And then that was causing me acid reflux. So the acid reflux medication had to get taken, and that caused me bone degeneration. Because your body literally gets robbed of calcium to fight the acid reflux. So then I had to start taking calcium supplements to combat that. Then that gave me kidney stones. So then I had to start taking kidney medication to get over that. And all this stuff is killing my kidneys and liver at the same time. It's like, what are you going to do, right? It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, John, I caught a little bit of your statement the other night on roses, and I understand why the depression and anxiety, buddy.
We get it. Absolutely. Yes, we do, sir. Yeah, Brad brings up a lot of good points for those that you do use Cash App. Just be careful.
Yeah. But I don't get a lot transferred over to Cash App anyway. 3 or 4 people do it, and then everybody else does PayPal, you know?
Right. And yeah, that's the thing is if it's small here, small there, 1 big one here once in a while. Yeah. Yeah, it's I was on 27 was the highest I ever got to. And I'm down to 17, I think.
Isn't that jewelry?
Oh, Jesus.
That's all right.
Isn't that cool?
It's different.
It is. I love it.
Wow.
One of these days, I'm just going to get fed up with that stuff, and I'm just going to stop taking it all. I'm just going to go, you know what? Bring it on. I got more for you. I don't need your medication. Bring it on.
All the way down to here.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of crosses.
A lot of crosses.
Vampires won't get around you. Let me take it off. Let me show them what I'm talking about, so they don't think I'm crazy.
We think you're crazy anyway. What's your point?
Well, you may be right. Look at this.
That's wet. Oh my gosh.
It's all crosses on there.
It came in that jewelry that we got today, that she gave us today.
That literally looks like something you'd wear around vampires, just to make sure they didn't get you.
Hey, look, I got my Mr. T starter kit on.
Yeah, those aren't crosses; those are T's. That's what it is. They're lowercase T's.
Yes,
that's what
those are. The fool.
You get to be little T.
Yeah, little T. There you go. That looks like something I'd pulled off and used in a ring and hit somebody with it.
Yeah, it's 1 piece, Tamara.
Don't tangle my damn necklace.
I didn't tangle your necklace.
Come tangle my necklace. That's cool.
And that little charm bracelet, it has writing
on it. It says mother on it.
It says mother.
That's pretty cool. You know, I did that with a group of people. Oh, wow, that's nice. That's really nice.
You should see some of the turquoise pieces that we got.
The saying on it, you are more special than words can say. Please drive safely. Every day.
Snow chains, Teresa said. It did look like snow chains.
Yeah, that's the literal version of Jesus take the wheel.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Maybe it's a me to find something like that, though, right?
Well, yeah.
There's that. Show them that butterfly if you know where it's at.
What the
hell is that? Turquoise butterfly.
Oh, I know exactly what
y'all are gonna
I get told to do that all the time. Shh.
That's my morning routine.
No, like don't talk anymore.
I get up in the morning. I go shh. I come in. I have a couple of Pepsis and wake up. And if my routine is interrupted, I am an ass.
I'm just an ass. No matter what side of the bed I wake up, and usually it's the bottom, but I'm just mean.
Good night, Rob. Thank you, buddy, for joining us.
Appreciate you, Rob. Thanks for being here, my man. See you again.
A caboose, yes. A caboose.
Yeah. I got one of those. I actually always wanted a caboose, but I could never get my wife talking to let me put one in the yard.
I don't have much of a caboose. I think part of my caboose got left down the track.
No, I really wanted one when they decommissioned all the cabooses on the trains. I wanted to get one brought here and put in my yard. My wife says, "Are you insane? What the French is that?"
It's a necklace.
It's a flutterby.
Yep.
It is.
Bacon.
It's turquoise.
That is amazing. Anita, you're absolutely right.
It is definitely a flutterby. I just, dude, and you know the funny part about that is
my face.
No, it's all silver.
Oh, really? 925, huh?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's all silver. It was according to what she was telling me, this was made out in Arizona.
Yeah, I believe it.
And it's that Mexican silver or whatever.
Yep.
And it's a heavy piece. I mean, that's a lot of turquoise.
It is. So it's a lot of silver too, huh?
Yeah. The chain's not silver, but the butterfly itself is.
Right. So John asked, why did they get rid of cabooses? To the best of my knowledge, it's technology and money saving. They used to have the caboose. So they'd have a guy in the back that would tell them if the train broke and they got left behind. They get on the radio, "Hey, you left me behind," that kind of thing. Or if there's any problems or whatever, monitoring brake pressures, that kind of things.
And the funny part about that is, not trying to interrupt you, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You can see it's very soft.
And it's a male apparently because it's got a
Yeah, got it.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Yeah, he's got a bacon.
Exactly. But the other reason is with technology, they didn't need that guy to be back there anymore because they have monitors for all that stuff that they run on the trains. But yeah, the other thing was cost because I know the Milwaukee Road was under. I know Burlington was damn near under for a while until they merged with Santa Fe. Yeah, there's a lot of yeah, exactly. I always waved at that guy. But we have a museum up in Duluth, Minnesota that we like to go to, big train museum, and you can actually go up inside the caboose and see what it was like to be in there. There's beds in there, there's desks in there, there's the old two-way radios to talk back and forth, the engines, everything. And they are so cool, and I want one so bad. And she says, "Hell no."
I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
If you could go back in time and visit any year that you wanted to, what year would you go back and visit and why?
I'll let the chat answer that first, and then I will answer it. They're silent. Either that or they're all typing. 2006. Okay. Why is that, Lori? Can you stay there? Can you stay there? Or do you got to visit, or do you got to go there and stay there?
No, you can't stay there because it'll alter the present.
Okay. So you can't alter the present?
No.
You can't change the past?
No.
Oh.
You can just go and visit.
Okay. Because that shoots my answer right square in the butt. So Tracy wants to go visit 81 because that's when her parents were still alive. And that would be good. Okay, Eric, why 78? He wants to go be one of the Bee Gees. That's probably why. They had cool beards too. Tamara's going to 75. I believe that was 31, Michael. Mickey. 67, talked to my grandfather. 72, start all over, fresh out of high school. Logic. Yeah. That makes sense, Lori. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I get that. Yeah, that's. I was going to tell a story about something that happened here recently, and I'm not going to tell that story now. See, if you could change things for me, and it's a double-edged sword for me to say this, but this is what I would want to do. I would want to go back to 1941. What the heck just happened here? Excuse me.
I understand that, John. I really get that, buddy.
Yeah, no, I do too. I would want to go back to 1941, but I can't change things, you said. Because I would want to stop World War II. The bad part about that is if you do, you also stop the Industrial Revolution that came of the World War.
Right.
War, but the loss of life and the grief and all the bad things that happened from it, I would want to erase that negativity from the past. Everybody wants to visit their parents and grandparents, and that's really cool. Yeah, that would be something I would do too, but I'd have to go back a heck of a lot farther because my last grandparent and the only grandparent that I ever knew died in 1988. So for me to go back and visit my grandparents, I'd have to go back to my maternal grandfather left my maternal grandmother in 1935. So I would have to go back to then. Yep. No, I agree, Tamara. You're right. We can't be mucking with the past to change the future. So, yeah. Josie, good night. Thank you for everything. We appreciate you being here. Oh, yeah, you're right, Teresa. You're right. Yeah, but see, then you'd be altering the past, John, and that's the unfortunate theory here is you can't do that. And then there's so many other things that I would want to go and change too. Vietnam, 9/11. I guess if I was going to just be a fly on the wall, let's say, I would probably go back to 1969 so I could know who my father is. Yep. Either that or I'd go back to 32 AD and meet Jesus. James, I'm sorry, and I apologize to you and everybody else in the chat, but my feet are starting to swell up. And you know what they're turning into? So I probably better get up and out of here and try to get some sleep, because if I am going to that auction tomorrow, it starts at 9:30 and it's a ways away. So, dude, you buy so many Pokemon cards for your grandkids. You know what, John? You know what I think I'm going to do? John, do you have Facebook by chance?
Yes, he does.
He does have Facebook? Yeah, that would be cool too, Mickey, just to get to hang out with like Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and all the other greats that were there that are no longer here. So do me a favor, Mr. John, if you would send me a Facebook request for friend. I have a plan, okay? And I want to try to do something to help you. And I want to do here comes the choo-choo woo-woo. Speaking of trains and cabooses. I wanna do something, John, to help you and your grandson to go to a different level of Pokemon. Okay. Don't worry about that, Mickey. I got a different plan than that. Trust me. I got something in my head that I wanna do for you guys and try to share not just products but knowledge and passion for the game. So I want to do something that's going to help you and your grandson learn the basic rules of Pokemon, and you can do what my dad did with me, except for we did cribbage and things like that. No, it ain't going to cost you anything, John. Don't worry about that. It ain't going to cost you nothing. I just, send me a friend request so we can talk in message, and I got a plan, and I'll talk to you about it in the near future. But it won't cost you anything.
You know what? Why I asked that question?
Yeah.
Because I remember my grandmother, my great grandmother, I should say. No, wait a minute. My great grandmother. Yeah, I'll get it right. On my mother's side, telling me a story of her and my great grandfather meeting, and she was a young girl, and she met him on a train in California.
Yeah.
And I would love to go back to when she met him in 1913
and watch. Like I said, there's a big difference when you're telling these stories about flying the wall versus changing the world.
Right.
And flying the wall, that would be cool.
My great-grandmother lived to be 103 years old.
I don't know what that is. How old?
103.
Jesus. I think my mom's going to live to be that old.
The doctors told her, she says, Miss Florence, she says, you need to do this. And my great-grandmother was just as ornery as my grandmother was. And she told him, she says, let me tell you something. She says, I guess at that time it was 93 years. She said, for 93 years, she said, I've been a mother, I've been a grandmother, I've been a great-grandmother. And I've got up every morning and I've fed kids, I've changed their ass, and I've taken care of them. She said, I've been married to my husband for 63 years before he passed away. She said, and I've done this all for 93 years. I get up in the morning, I have a cup of coffee, I have a cigarette, and at night before I go to bed, I have a sensible dinner and a glass of wine. She said, I'm not changing any of it now. She said, and if that means not coming and seeing y'all, then that's what I'll be.
Yeah. You remember the movie Grumpy Old Men when Burgess Meredith said something very similar to that. All those flat-bellied doctors been telling me for years I need to change my diet. Every morning I get up and I have the cigarette and 3 strips of bacon for breakfast. And then for lunch, I have a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. And I usually drink my supper. I'm 96 years old. I think maybe God forgot about me. I love that movie. But it's absolutely true. There's a reason my grandmother lived to be 90 years old. And she cooked hamburgers in lard. Like, she saved the can of lard on the side of the thing, and she'd take a big old spoonful of lard and throw it in that old cast iron pan. So it wasn't nonstick and lard, and then throw in a greasy old hamburger. And she lived to be 90.
That's why my great-grandmother was. That's why my grandmother was.
Yeah.
Chicken was cooked in Crisco.
Yep.
And both of them kept a can of grease and a coffee can on the back of the stove.
Yep.
And when she cooked bacon, she poured it back in the can.
Yep.
And when she started with something, she dipped it out of the can.
Yep. Exactly the same. They didn't throw away nothing.
No.
They used everything over and over again. Yeah, and here's the funny thing: my grandmother's siblings, one of them died at like 2 years old, and there were 7 of them, I think. But the next youngest one to die was 84, and he smoked and drank and all that stuff. And then my grandmother was 90. My uncle Charlie was 91. My uncle Claude was 96. And they all grew up in that area and did all those things. And they all lived to be in their 90s.
Yep.
I see people running around eating wheat germ, chewing on the front lawn and running 14 miles a day because they got to stay in shape, and they die in their 60s. Yeah, yep. I accepted it, John. Thank you. We'll talk tomorrow.
So very true, Laura.
Yeah. And I get it. I know you have to have the vitamins in your body. You have to exercise. You have to do these things because they do. You have to take care of your body properly. But there's a fine line between, how do I say this? The easiest way I can describe this, and you can translate this into your own terms. When you know somebody that eats all the positive foods and takes all the positive vitamins and doesn't smoke, and they work in a clean environment, and they breathe purified oxygen every day and all these things, and they get sick, what do they do to help themselves? Where those of us that if I get sick, like if let's say I get like something wrong in my sinuses, I can put back, I can stop smoking for 3 days and I feel better. If my stomach gets upset, I don't eat that greasy food and I feel better. What do they do?
Yeah, it's exactly right, Tamara. They use the bacon grease to flavor food.
Yes, they do. I look at it this way: oh, for God's sakes, here goes my brain again.
My mom always has.
Holy shizzle biscuit! My mind has wandered off, and I have no idea where the hell it went. That must mean it's time for bed. Yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here. For those of you that stuck around with us all this time, we appreciate it, and ask the one simple question of, really, don't you have anything better to do? But no, I'm just kidding. No. Just kidding. It was very nice to spend time with you guys tonight, and in our celebration of our good old buddy Tim Higginbotham. He was a great man. He's going to be definitely missed in this community, but it means so much to us that there's so many of you that turned out tonight and spent time with us. It does. Oh, I got to leave in prayer, don't I?
Yes, sir.
So that means you got to leave too. Well, then you can hang around. I don't care. I don't care. You can hang around and keep everybody entertained for the rest of the night. I just can't stay in this damn chair.
Well, by the time you finish the prayer and everything, and it's
3 o'clock in the morning, and
almost been 3 hours, and I think it's a good spot to end it on a good note. So
You're good. That's all right. So, as we always say on our channels, if it is your tradition, we do ask that you please bow your heads at this time as we say a little bit of a prayer to end our show tonight. Almighty and gracious God, we want to thank you for the opportunity to bring all of our wonderful, wonderful YouTube family together in celebration of the life of Tim Higginbotham. He really did touch so many of our lives, and we're going to be eternally grateful for being given the opportunity to have spent time with him throughout our short yet very fruitful YouTube time that we have had so far. We do ask you to keep your healing touch on Tender and Ashley and all of Tim's family and closest friends there at the fire department, and all those other great people that his lives touched on a day-to-day basis. Those are the ones that are hurting most right now. So we ask you to watch out for them as well. We know that there's several members of our community that are having their struggles as well, and we do ask that your healing touch also touches them to ensure that they can continue on battling their battles that they have and can become triumphant in the end. And we also ask that you watch out for each and every one of our military members here and abroad that are fighting to keep our freedoms and our lives the way they are. We ask that you watch out for every policeman, woman, fireman, woman, and all the other emergency service people that also help to keep us safe, treat us when we're sick, doctors, nurses, and everybody else that's in our lives that truly do make a difference. So we ask that you give strength to everyone in our community and throughout the world to find a way to do something nice for somebody every day, to help lift somebody up every day, to make their lives just a little bit better as we try to live in the footsteps that your son Jesus laid out for us so long ago. We continue to try to follow in those footsteps and live the lives just a little bit better that we can live every day. In your son Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you all again for joining us. I appreciate it. James, if you've got final words, I'm going to let you take the solo flight here and get on out of here. Again, thank you all very much. Please keep your eyes and ears open for our future plans that we just don't know what we're going to do yet, but it'll be soon. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. James, thank you for letting me be on with you tonight. I do.
You're absolutely welcome. And
I've had a great time. I've had a great time, and I'm full of ice cream, and it's time for bed.
I understand that.
Rock out, y'all. Thanks, everybody.
We love you, Troy.
Oh, man. I don't even really know what to say, guys, other than thank everybody for coming and just chatting and enjoying the little social time that we've spent together here. Definitely meant a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to Tim's family and his other friends, off of YouTube. And it just goes to show you, the guys, that just because you don't know somebody don't mean you don't know somebody. And you folks I've said it before, have touched our lives as much as we have touched y'all's. And we are forever grateful for everything that y'all do for our channel and for the community.
Katrina, you're very welcome, and we love you too.
And, we are very grateful, guys, for all that you do and for being here. With that being said, guys, we will see y'all tomorrow night. Don't forget, we're having a little Halloween get together tomorrow.
Yep.
And if you'd like to come sell, you're more than welcome. Just have some kind of a Halloween costume.
Doesn't have to be much either.
That's right. Don't we would appreciate it. I'm sure others would too.
Gotta have some fun.
And just come hang out. Even if you don't buy, just come hang out.
Yep. That's what it's about. And shoot the proverbial, I'm going to say it, shit.
Yep.
Have fun.
Oh, hell, that's nightmares. I forgot the S. It's nightmarestreasures@gmail.com.
Yeah, he forgot the S.
I forgot the
nightmares.
Yeah, I forgot the S after nightmares.
You can tell what kind of day and night it's been.
It's 12:41 here. And that. Yeah, it's nightmares. Don't forget the S at the end of nightmare. I mistyped. I'm sorry. But yeah, what time is the auction? We're having it tomorrow at it'll be 8:00 Eastern, 7:00 Central Time. Hopefully we'll get some people. Maybe who the hell knows who show up. Maybe who's Tom Cruise might come in. That'd be awesome. I'd love to have him on our channel.
Yep.
Maybe we can make that happen. Maybe Storage Brats will come. And thank you, Mickey. We appreciate it. Love you, brother. Love you all.
Love you too. Good night, hon.
And y'all can watch Tamara and them come harass me like they did last Friday. Not even gonna lie, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And Tamara, if you want to get in touch with me or Mary, either one, we're on Facebook. You have my email. I do for some people. If you don't have the money right up front, just let me know. If it's going to be a few days, we can work something out. Just let me know ahead of time. Then, I try to be good about things like that, especially if I've known you for a while and,
we're not afraid to work with people.
I try to work with everybody in the community because sometimes, things happen.
And goodness knows y'all have worked with us.
That's right.
Right now I'm kind of laid up.
Yeah, as y'all can see, look at my fingers.
He ain't seen
And Mary's hands all swelled up too. You seen her with a little thing. Yeah.
I'm about ready to have to put one on my other hand too.
So
Hands hurts bad. I can't hardly hang on to anything.
We just really appreciate everybody and that. I understand that. Okay, that's fine, John. We just appreciate everybody and thank you. I'm gonna stop rambling. God bless everybody. Get some sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We love yous, and
we love you guys.
Y'all have a good morning and all that stuff, and get some rest. I'm James.
And I'm Mary.
Nightmares Treasures. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Well, good afternoon, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Where's the toy? Where's the...
Well, take it away from me.